And that's all credit to the Dodgers. And then looking at the sweep going against the best pitcher around here, Clayton Kershaw, and they beat him because Marquis was better. Big time win.
Boy, Jason was sharp yesterday.
Talk about sinkers down. Ooh. Killing animals and insects. Pounding the ball into the dirt. Many insects gave their lives for that Padre win. First pitch to Cashner and a strike from Jordis Chacin.
It was a bad day to be a worm in front of home plate, wasn't
it? Very bad. Shadows creeping all the way to center now and halfway to right. The infield from the plate to just behind the mound in shadow. Strike to Cashner, 0-2. Chacin dealing, taking care of him here with fastball swung on a missed, strike 3. He got Hundley to end the second with a runner at second base. Gets Cashner to start here in the third. One strikeout each inning. Top of the order, Everett Cabrera.
Padres baseball brought to you by Petco. Hey, Padre pet lovers, Petco's whole pet's commitment to complete care means they always have the products, services, and advice you need to be a great pet parent. Petco, where the healthy pets go.
National League West. Giants are not playing. The Dodgers are home with the Atlanta Braves. Later, Arizona is in St. Louis. Strike call to Everett Cabrera. Double to start the ball game. Grounded out to get him the third, left him there. Unable to execute or manufacture the run. Pitch by Chacin, low and outside. That's a slider. 1-1. Arizona's not having a good time in St. Louis. It's fifth inning, 12-2 Cardinals. Oof. Over Arizona. One high outside.
Tell you what, those types of games,
yeah,
not only are you getting your tail kicked that day, but usually you're going through your bullpen quite a bit. I mean, that can affect you for 3 or 4 days. Really put you in a tailspin that chews up your bullpen.
Takes its toll on the broadcast booth too.
Oh yeah.
Chacin, he deals on the 2-1. Checked, strike called, 2-2. I remember Vin Scully had a day against the Astros in the Astrodome for the Dodgers when Vin was making all the trips, which he does not now. He doesn't travel east of Colorado. And he got stuck for 20 big ones with his partner sick that day.
Oh,
I've never had to do that. And knowing Vin, I'm sure he did it very, very well. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Everett, strike 3, could not hold up. Chacin, sharper and sharper. Strikeouts 3 and 4, 2 gone, third inning, no score. William Venable. Matt Holliday's had a home run for the Cardinals against the Diamondbacks. I remember Matt Holliday right there at home plate in 2007. Attempting to score, and they said he did, but he didn't.
Must you open that wound
every single time? It's a tradition. Outside ball 1. It wasn't just missing the playoffs. Padres would have had the wild card, and I thought their pitching was stacked. They were going to the World Series if they got in with any kind of luck at all, any kind of hitting at all. And I wasn't the only one saying that. They had some pitching back then, big time pitch outside the Venable, 2-0. But they did not, so we'll never know. Outfield straight up. 2-0 to Will. Slow ground ball. Halfway between the mound and the first base line. Grabbed by Chacin. He'll make the throw. The inning is over. That is the first 1-2-3. The Padres had runners left to third and second in the first and second inning. And now in order in the third. The 15th out of the ball game is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Visit geico.com. Ted Scan with you about him in the third. Second leg of the road trip after Los Angeles. It is scoreless in Denver, Colorado. San Diego sports leader, the mighty 1090.
If you wear safety or slip-resistant footwear, go to Boot World, your steel-toe leader. Boot World has the largest selection of comfortable and supportive safety, slip-resistant, and work footwear at the guaranteed lowest prices. Do your feet and yourself a favor. Get the shoes you want at Boot World and BootWorld.com.
Take the Bulldog here. Some folks think I'm barking mad, but I'm just excited because Mattress Discounters Tempur-Pedic bonus event is ending soon. What's the bonus, you say?
ACO 28 CCL 880-138.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
DJ LeMahieu will lead off here for the Rockies. 8-9 lead on batters. Andrew Kashner, no score. LeMahieu at second base. He is the right-handed batter. Then Chassin in the pitcher spot. And the top of the order, Eric Young Jr. Pitch. Kashner. An inch low, I think. Ball one. Acquired from the Cubs 2 years ago. LeMahieu. 1-0. That's right in there. Same pitch. Fastball. 1-1.
LeMahieu had a real nice spring for the Rockies. Was actually knocking pretty hard on the door to try to make the team out of spring. Of course, that didn't happen. Josh Rutledge got the job out at second base.
Pitches a ground ball on the right side. First chance, Jed Jerko back in on the grass. Jed's got it. On to Kotsay, one away.
LeMahieu continued to play well down there. Rutledge struggled, and now LeMahieu's getting the opportunity.
Kotsay at first. On the defense for your boys. Jerko at second. Cabrera, the shortstop. Headley at third. Quentin left. Maben center. Venable right. Haven't had this lined up together for a long time because Cameron Maben missed 45 games, and now he's out there. Kashner, Hundley. That's your battery. No score. Here's Chassin. Pitcher spot. Cash delivers. Straight fastball right down the middle. Chassin has 4 hits and an RBI. He's got triple deuces on the batting average. 2-2-2. Slow ground ball. There's Jed Jerko again. He's jogging up the line. Jed's got all day to grab it, throw it out by 2 miles. 2 gone.
Well, he was in no hurry to get to first base, was he?
No, I don't expect the guy to bust it as the pitcher, but that's a little ridiculous.
No, that was a little extreme. I mean,
Come on.
You see that if a guy is coming off the strain, hamstring or a bad ankle, whatever it may be, but I don't know anything physically wrong with him. He just shut it down.
Doesn't look good.
No.
Eric Young Jr. grounded out in the first. 2 out, nobody on, third inning. Proud to be amongst you here at Padre Baseball. Trying to get a streak going, trying to get hot. Got those Dodgers game and a half behind the boys in last place still. After they even took 2 out of 3 in the series. Pitch outside, ball 1.
Ooh. Jeff Nelson been a little snug on the corners the last inning and a half. Started off nicely, now it's getting a little tight.
Delivery low. 2-0. 1 base runner, 1 out walk to Kadire in the second. That's all. No hits, 1 strikeout for Kashner. Texas boy on the 2-0. There's a strike. 6:40 Mountain Time tonight. 5:15 Mountain tomorrow. That's 4:15 Pacific. 2:10 and 1:10 on Sunday. The 2-1 is low. 3-1. Oh yeah, tomorrow's Friday. I lied. That means 6:40, then that 5:15 thing. So 3 different start times. 6:40 again tomorrow. Sure seemed like Friday to me. Whew. Jet lag, not good. 3-1, high fly ball, well hit into deep right field. Venable looks like he's got a play. Tracking on the 1-inch track and a backhand grab just before the wall to the right of the 375 side. 1, 2, 3 for the second time in 3 innings for Andrew Kashner. He seems to have much less jet lag than me after that. After 3. Rockies, Padres, no score. San Diego Sports Leader on the Mighty 1090.
Don't miss Padres 1998 Retro Night. Friday, June 14th, your Padres will wear their 1998 uniforms when they face the Arizona D-backs at 7:10. Get to the park early for special pregame entertainment as they celebrate the 15th anniversary of the Padres National League Championship.
At participating McDonald's.
Welcome back to Padres Baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
Chase Headley leads off for the San Diego Padres. Number 7 will be out here in the 4th, followed by Carlos Quinton and Jed Jerko against the right-hander Jordis Chassin. Venezuelan right-hander, good stuff. He's legit. Pitch low and outside on the slider, ball 1. No score. Chase struck out in the first. Tough time to hit. Shadows, and bright sunshine, and inside 2-0. Yonder Alonso on the DL. The wrist just can't heal. Got hit. Justine delivers, line drive, and a pass to dime with the first baseman. That, for Chase Headley, is a base hit to right field.
Nice job, off-speed pitch, a little bit up and out over, and that's exactly the pitch that, hey, you've got to jump on against Justine. I mean, we've talked about how he does a nice job of staying down in the zone. When he does elevate a little bit, you have to square it up. And for the most part, the Padres have done a nice job of not chasing the two-seamer down around the knees. That takes some discipline, Ted, because it's so easy. You don't want to fall behind in the count, but at the same time, you start showing that you're going to be chasing that pitch down there. It just gives him the incentive to go a little bit lower and a little bit lower.
Carlos Quinton fly to right in his first at-bat. Pitches a breaking ball. That's a slider outside for ball one. It's the very nature of hitting. The comment that always got me, the phrase, well, she's going to be patient-aggressive. That's like saying high-low, hot-cold, patient-aggressive. And that is what they're doing. It's so much easier to say it than to do it. Go to first. Not close. Reaching back with the hand, Chase Headley.
Well, I thought we've seen it really demonstrated over the last few weeks because they've faced some tough pitchers. You know, the Strasburgs and the Zimmermans and Kershaw yesterday. And they didn't fall into the trap of just falling into those pitchers' games, which is really easy to do, especially a sinker guy like Chassin. Same thing. What's his game? Hey, I'm going to throw you a fastball down low, go after it. Now I can go 3 inches lower than that, then 3 inches lower than that. But if you're not chasing it down low early, it forces me to bring it up a little bit, but take some discipline.
Q will take. And again, low with the slider, 2-0.
And you have to have confidence also, Ted, because a lot of hitters are so afraid of letting a fastball go by or falling behind in the count that's what forces them to chase those pitches that are really the pitcher pitches early in the count. Padres have shown some more confidence in their ability to get their pitch and do something with it.
Outside again to Carlos. There's patience that Scant's talking about. 3-0. They signed this guy as a free agent, non-drafted in 2004. Gee whiz. What was he, 16 at the time? The 3-0 taking. Low ball 4.
Nice.
Single, Headley, walk, Carlos. First 2 aboard. Scoreless. Nobody out. Ted Jerko.
Padre Baseball brought to you by Mercury Insurance. How'd you like to win 2 tickets to a Padres game for free? Well, visit mercuryinsurance.com/Padres. Complete a free auto insurance quote, and you could get a voucher redeemable for 2 tickets to an upcoming game. That's mercuryinsurance.com/Padres.
Chassin was, in fact, 17 years old when they signed him out of Venezuela. Here is Jed Jerko. Grounded to third in the second. Jolis. Throw the pelota. Eventually he does. And a fastball, low ball 1 again after the walk to Carlos.
He must be going in slow motion in honor of his teammate, Rafael Betancourt, who was on the DL.
Man, oh man, he must.
Somebody had to pick up the slack for slowing down games.
Yeah, man, or slow down the slack in their case. My goodness. Throw the ball. You're putting your defense night-night. Conference out there with Rosario, done and done.
And you know, Ted, I think this time last year I might have actually said something, and not just to put the blame on somebody, but I would have mentioned that, you know, it could be that he's not on the same page with Willian Rosario, their catcher, and that was because last year he was young, and you know, there was some mentions about his game calling. But since spring training, I've heard nothing but positive things, so I don't think that's the factor.
He's ready to go now. He's got the slider outside. 2-0. 6 straight. As in non-strikes. His first start when the Padres had their opener in New York, then came here, as you remember, Denver in the second series of the year, first road trip. Back-to-back starts because the next one was in Petco for him. 2-0 fastball. Got to make him throw a strike, and he does. 2-1 to Jerko. That was his first road win, the one in Petco. So he won back-to-back games against them. 3-3 and 2 wins against the boys. The pitch is high. That is a change. That is 3-1. He is in trouble.
Ted, how's your internet connection treating you here?
Really bad here.
Nicely, yeah.
One of the worst in the league. Can't keep it online. Can't get it.
We're on phone lines here, right? Old-fashioned phone line.
3-1. Chopper down to third and foul. Wi-Fi is a problem here. Why would that be?
I'm not sure. Are we higher than all the fake cell phone palm tree connections up here? They don't have those up here?
I don't know. Yeah, you're asking me. He's asking me about tech stuff. Now, that's really good. Yeah, have me handle a tech. It's like sending lettuce by rabbit. Not going to work. Runners at first and second. No outs, no score, 3-2. Ground ball inside the bag. Jed Jerko down the left field line. He's got extra bases. That should score them both. Headley on the way. Carlos Quentin will make the turn, and then Hoppy will hold him coming down the line. Did not score both, scored one. Q doesn't have the wheels. Other Padres could have scored, but he is what he is. And that's a slugger without the great wheel. So they get a 1-0 lead. Jed Jerko, RBI, doubled here, and still nobody out.
Fastball inner half and elevated. Supposed to be a sinker down and in. The old sinker that didn't sink usually gets hit hard. That's exactly what Jed does. Rips it down the left field line. And Ted, we continue to say it, but man, he has just become so dangerous on any mistake a pitcher makes in the zone at this point.
Chase Headley scoring from second. Carlos going to third on the double. 24 runs batted in. The rookie Jerko. He is Mark Kotze. First pitch, ground ball to second base. Back will score a run at the edge of the grass. LeMahieu on to first base to Pacheco. On to score is Carlos. RBI ground out Kotze. 2-0. My Padres here in Denver in the fourth.
Well, that is exactly what you're supposed to do. You come up there with runners on second and third and nobody out. Ground ball to the right side. Gets the run in. Also gets a runner 90 feet away. That is absolutely perfect.
That's Kotze. I need this. Get it for me. He does a lot of the time. 5 RBI for Kotze on the season rather. Here's Cameron Maben. Infield. Brought up. Not quite all the way. Close enough. In Denver at 2-0 in the fourth.
You're just reading my mind, Ted.
What the heck are they doing?
Why would you do that?
First pitch, fastball. Maben fouled. Second deck, first base.
I mean, I'm thinking I'm staying out of the big inning in this ball.
Of course. You're going to get a lot of runs. Nobody's shutting out anybody here anyway. Not expecting Cashner to do that. Not here. Where, you just hit it off the end of the bat. It gets beyond that infield. It falls in. Huge outfield.
Yeah, it might just have to do with the fact that he's got the big sinker baller Chacin on the mound. He feels confident that he's going to get a ground ball.
0-1. Inside corner strike. Fastball to 91. 0-2. Cameron walked in the second. Came into Los Angeles. Flew on the charter here last night. Kyle Blanks sent out, then Kyle Blanks brought back when Yonder went on the DL if you missed it. The 0-2 is a ground ball to third base. Grabbing, coming home, slides, safe at home. Arenado came home. And Jerko beat the tag on a nice slide. 3-0 Padres. Still only one away. Maben goes to first base.
It was a nice slide, as you said, Ted, but also a great first step. He was going as soon as the ball was made contact with. He got a great jump on that ball. The throw was just a little bit high, and it looked like Jed was able to actually get his feet in underneath the tag as Rosario was applying the tag around the chest.
Good call. Replay. Jeff Nelson was right on it. Not that the ball beat him kind of thing. I'm going to call him out without even looking. I'm going to watch and see. Ball, foot sliding, and called him safe. Good call, Blue. 3-0 Padres. Cameron Maben on the ground out, his second run batted in of the season. Here is Nick Hundley. Here is a high fly ball down the left field line. Carlos Gonzalez, long run. Shortstop, third baseman, everybody over there. It'll be in the seats eventually out of play. Long strike one. Padre Baseball brought to you by the San Diego Eye and Laser Center. Listen, if you have any eye problems whatsoever, let me make a recommendation for you, because this gentleman has been treating me since 1996, and I've recently had cataract surgery. Jerry's had it. Hey, anybody as you get older, not old, I say old, get older, you're going to have cataracts. Have them removed by someone with, it's an amazing 30,000 eye surgeries between LASIK and laser cataract. That's Dr. Richard Leung, Leung, at the aforementioned San Diego Eye and Laser Center at 858-278-9900. You can get that number at eyeandlasercenter.com. You tell them I sent you. They'll take care of you. They'll take care of you if you don't tell them I sent you. Throw to first. Maben on the bag. 3 runs in. The Padre fourth. Still only one away. Throw to first. Not close. Nick is the key to the continuation of the inning, with Cashner following him in the 9 spot. Runner going. They pitched out. High throw into center field. On his horse, and here he goes. Run, Cameron, run. He'll go in standing at third base, stolen base, and the error. Speed is a killer, and the Padres just added another really, really fast guy with Maben.
Well, he got the good jump that time, but it really didn't matter because on the pitch out, you figure you got a chance of getting thrown out, but Rosario just absolutely airmails Tulowitzki covering second base. Cameron easily getting into third, and Ted, it is so good to hear you say, run, Cameron, run again. It's been too long, my friend.
I'm telling you, that kind of speed forces errors like that. That's a good catcher. And he knew, I got to hurry. You hurry, you make more mistakes in anything. So Rosario gets his 4th error of the season. The boys have still runner at third, infield, back all the way in. With a 1-1 count on Hundley. And a pitch is just outside, 2-1. First 2 stolen bases of the year for Cameron. In the second. Here in the 4th. Jacine comes. The slider ground to the shortstop. Tulowitzki has no chance at all. Cameron got a jump. He's running on contact. He'll look home. He'll throw to first base. The run will score. Cameron Maben coming home to make it 4-0 Padres.
And again, the speed becomes a factor because that ball not hit very hard on the broken bat. And that's twice now. The Padres have had slow ground balls on the infield that have been just slow enough, along with a great first step by the runner at third base to get that run across, even though the infield was pulled in.
Hundley, RBI number 14, 1-4. Bases are finally clear. The infield's going back. And Cashner's coming to the plate. Jacine deals. Outside. Way outside. Is he missing? Ball 1. Cashner struck out his other at bat. Pitch to him is a fastball for a strike. 1-1.
Well, it's always nice to push across 4 runs on only 2 hits in the inning, huh, Ted?
2 knocks. Lead single Hundley. RBI double Jerko 2 batters later. 1-1. Chopper foul third base.
Wow, pitch number 67 already being delivered. A lot of work.
Right now, in fact. And a line shot, base hit, left field for Keshner. Oh, yeah, it's all coming up for the Blue here in this particular inning, that's for sure. He's going to try to take the extra base. They throw. They get him at second base. Hey, Cash. You got the guy on the ropes there. You got to stay where you are. Cabrera's coming up there. A couple of base running errors, about 3 of them in that Dodger series, and that's something the club has not done, bless their hearts, most of the year. They did it here in this one, plus the several in the Dodger series. Single for Kashner, thrown out by Gonzalez to left. The Padres in the 4th get 4 on 3 hits, 1 error, and nobody left. Make it 4 hits and nobody left to the bottom of the 4th. Padres 4, Rockies nothing. Padre baseball on the mighty 1090.
When the Padres score 5 or more runs, go to papajohns.com, enter promo code Padres5 and get 40% off your entire online order the next day. That's right. When the Padres score 5 or more, go to papajohns.com, enter promo code Padres5 and get 40% off your order. Years. Fuller Ford, exit Auto Park Drive off the 805 in the Chula Vista Auto Park.
This is Padres baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Padres at a 4-0 lead, and you can celebrate the greatest Padres season of all time, the 15th anniversary. Yeah, it's the 15th of the 1998 National League champions who went to the World Series against the New York Yankees. The boys will wear those 98 blue and orange uniforms when they take on the Diamondbacks, currently in first place in the National League West. You got a concert before the ball game at the Park at the Park. The 1998 Retro Night tickets at Padres.com. '15th anniversary, June 14. That's a Friday night. In the next homestand, the Atlanta Braves and the first place Diamondbacks. Bottom of the 4th, Nolan Arenado, Carlos Gonzalez, Troy Tulowitzki, 2, 3, 4 batters. A 4-0 lead for Kashner. A fastball strike at the knees. Rockies, second place, 2.5 behind Arizona. Then the Giants, then the Padres, then the Dodgers. 0-1 is outside, 1-1. Arenado grounded out his first at bat. Those 4 hits yesterday in Cincinnati, career high. Cashner's pitch fouled out of play. Second deck, first base.
Cash looks like a high school player on the mound right now, doesn't he?
Because of
dirty pants. He's got dirt all over his uniform from having slid. The back of his jersey's hanging out. He just like the guy that, you know, he's been playing shortstop. He's had 4 at-bats already today. Now they've called him in to his turn to pitch.
The 1-2 is outside. I bet you meant because he shaved and he looks about 16.
Well, that too.
Hey, babyface. Arenado. Baseball America thought he was the #1 prospect in all the Rockies organization. It's a high fly ball to center field. Long run. Cameron Maben can't get it over his head all the way to the wall in center field. That's why Arenado with a stand-up double in the first hit of the ball game against Cashner.
Well, they stayed down on him on the previous at bat. This time they were trying to come inside, left it up a little bit, and they had him shaded opposite field. So a long way for Cam Maben to go, and a little too far for him to get there.
So Arenado made his debut. They called him up in AAA Colorado Springs on April 28th. First major league hit the next day against the Dodgers on the 29th. We saw that routine with Puig, the Cuban, who put on quite a show in games 1 and 2. Games 3, not quite so much. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. Cashner set, delivering. Rip at a fastball, foul back. Crowd is, in terms of the lower bowl, big. Foul pole to foul pole. Pretty strong out there in the pavilion in left center. Pretty solid, except in the upper deck. That's the norm for a Thursday, I think. With school still in, pitch low. 1-1.
That's good. Crowd quiet, though. Padres have not given their Rockies much to cheer about thus far.
It's Denver, you know. They'll have their moments. I do believe. Andrew Cashner, first against the Rockies this year. Check swing on his fastball outside. It is 2-1.
We just had our first 88 train sighting tonight, Ted.
Big Kyle.
He's here.
Hope you brought lots of cash for that cab ride from the airport.
True.
I mean, that thing, by the time you get out of the complex to get to the highway, it's already, $20. It's fastball, big rip by Gonzalez.
Where'd you say it was close to? Wyoming?
That's southern Wyoming, yeah. Put it a little further out. It really is like a $65, $70 cab ride. It's outrageous. I used to think that the George Bush Houston Intercontinental Airport was out there, way out there in Houston, but this one's way further. 4-0 Padres. Arenado, first Rocky to see second base on the day. On the lead double and a cargo fastball, rip foul. 2-2.
Good pitch. Nick Hundley trying to do a little bit of dance work behind home plate right now, afraid that Arenado might be relaying either pitch selection or certainly pitch location to Gonzalez. So Nick Hundley setting up in to start with. The last second darting to the outside corner.
But that would be cheating, Scan.
That's not allowed in baseball, is it, Ted?
There's no crying, and there's no cheating.
See, there's always stuff going on. If you're not cheating, you're not trying in baseball. To a point.
Right-hander set belt high. Pitch again in on him. Big time. Foul back out of play. Fastball, fastball, fastball. 3 in a row.
See, I never understood that with the football controversies, because in baseball, you're always trying to pick off the other guy's signs, and you're always trying to relay them. That's part of the game. But in football, it seems like if you're doing that, you're getting fined.
Just ask Belichick. He knows.
Yeah. No, is there a different etiquette?
Must be. 4-0 Padres. It's the fourth inning. It's a 2-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss and a great changeup, strike three. Troy Tulowitzki.
Wow, second time tonight that they've got him on a pitch up out of the zone. The first time it was on a good hard fastball elevated by design, but this time there was an off-speed pitch upstairs, and Gonzalez just swung right through it.
Grounded out to Tulowitzki. As mentioned, coming in the #1 batter in the National League at 349. Let me tell you about Coors Field and what it matters here to these home guys. Here he's hitting 404. Welcome to the altitude. Altitude and strike called on the outside corner. And they got that cheer and chanting with their clapping and the chant of Tulo at the end. Different, kind of cool, great player. Time called. Cash was a long time set, and then Tulowitzki won a time. The boys get 4 runs on 3 hits. Error in the fourth inning. And a slider outside. 2-1. Rangers lead the Red Sox in Fenway Park 3-2 in the 6th inning. 6th inning there, 4th inning here. Beltre, home run number 13 for the Texas Rangers. 1-1 outside. When the Padres played the Rangers in San Antonio in that final series spring training before going to New York, walking with a Padre executive and talking about Beltre. And he said to me, you know, that's one of my favorite players in all of baseball. That guy is fantastic. Everything. Hand-eye coordination, speed, the arm, the fielding. I said, is there any other third baseman you take? He said, well, yeah. Longoria. But he's the only one I take over Beltre in the American League. The 2-1. Strike call. 2-2.
You know, it's funny when you look back on Beltre's career, he didn't have those huge power numbers until the first year where he actually had a foot injury on his left foot. And that was the year that he busted out and had the big home run season right before his free agent year. And a lot of people, including himself, felt like, you know, it was the first year where he was forced to stay back. He couldn't put that weight on that front foot, and it really helped his hitting.
Kastner comes back and gets Tulowitzki on a fly ball to center field. Cameron coming on straight away and in fairly medium depth to make the grab. 2 gone. Holding at second, Arenado. 4-0 Padres for Michael Kadire.
Hey, fans, come celebrate Father's Day with your Padres Sunday, June 16th. Your Padres will face off against the D-backs at 1:10. You can enjoy breakfast at the park before the game and play catch on the field after the game. So take your dad out to the ball game Sunday, June 16th. Get your tickets today at Padres.com or call 619-795-5555.
Kadire got a walk. That was the first base runner. The double leading off here by Arenado is the second Colorado base runner against Kastner. The 750 is right on time. Here comes the train. Outside fastball, ball 1.
A tough time throwing strikes to Kadire. I don't know if it has anything to do with the fact that Kadire took Cash deep earlier in the season. But he sure is being careful with him so far in his first couple at bats.
Thanks to the Minnesota Twins. Big pickup for them. Hit well last year. This one's going to line into center field to get a run home. That's a base hit. There goes the shutout. Kadire with a clutch hit. 2 gone in the 4th. He'll dive and come on in here. Sliding at second base to beat the throw and an RBI double. 4-1 Padres.
Really the first strike that he's seen today, it was a slider. Not a great slider, more of a just, hey, I'm behind the count, going to get that slider over for a strike, and Kadire was all over it. And he understands how this outfield plays. In other words, it's very big. Outfielders are playing very deep, so what would normally be a single, he's able to hustle it and turn it into a double.
He's third on this club in RBI. That is 37. Tulowitzki leads with 48. So they got Tulowitzki, then Kadire burns him. Here's Jordan Pacheco, the first baseman. Beautiful night in Denver. Hot day. Ground ball. Backhand chase. Beyond the bag. By the line. Long throw. Backhand scoop by Kotsay, and they got him. That ball was scalded. Chase has become so good, so quick. Earned that gold glove last year. Man, oh man, what a play that was. That's ticketed down the line. That's another run for sure. And Chase Headley just flat out saved the run on a fine play on the backhand by the line. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 left in scoring position for Colorado after 4. 4-1. My Padres. It's San Diego Sports Leader Padre Baseball on the Mighty 1090.
In baseball, getting a triple play is rare, but when you buy a car from Kearney Mesa Subaru, it's the norm. For 1, you get a great selection. For 2, a convenient central location. And for 3,
and sign up now at holidaybowl.com. And stay tuned to the Mighty 1090 to win a spot in the tournament.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
Everett Cabrera leads off for the San Diego Padres. Leadoff man doing that. Against the lefties, the leadoff man is Kristen Orfia. Right-hander today, Jorlis Chacin. Venezuelan right-hander, Cabrera, Venable, Headley. 4-1 Padres in the top of the 5th right now. 4 runs, 4 hits. Off Chacin, fouled in the first one down the left field line. Lower box seat, strike 1. Chacin, Chacin. Now, Jorlis is a totally different situation. Jhoulys. Unusual. Maracaibo, Venezuela to the Nicaraguan. Taking low, Cabrera. 1-1. $14 starts last year. Time on the DL. Right shoulder inflammation. It's a ground ball right back to him on the front side of the mound. He'll run it halfway, a little bit less, and overhand toss, 1 gone. Double strikeout, ground out. Everett Cabrera. Here's William Venable.
Darren Smith, he has the latest Padres insider information, and he talks baseball weekdays from noon to 3 on San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.
Venable, ground out. Last one, same as Cabrera, comebacker to Chacin. Pitch on the way, low and inside. Talked about Arenado being listed by Baseball America as their #1 prospect. They thought this guy, when he coming up, was the #4 prospect in the organization. Baseball America really that covers from junior colleges to you name it. Put a lot of detail work in there. Fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
Yeah, they've done a great job with their free agent coverage. High school kids, JCs.
Chacin, the will fouled away toward the first base dugout. That's the home dugout, just like in Petco. Used to say the Sporting News out of St. Louis was the Bible to baseball, but I think the Baseball America has become that.
Well, their coverage has gotten so expansive, and they really do a fine job.
Here's the pitch. Low and inside. And they'll even it up on the changeup. 2-2.
You know, I think early on they were trying to cover a lot of stuff, and frankly, they were taking a lot of reports from other people. It wasn't first-hand knowledge.
The 2-2 ground ball, third base. That is Arenado. To his left. Guns that throw over the glove of the first baseman, Pacheco. That is a runner safe at first base. Now we say he threw Arenado showed off the arm, but that time he showed it off and it sailed on him big time.
Well, I think the first baseman may have lost it, Ted, and there may be still a little sliver of sunlight out there. But it looked to me like he just didn't see it all the way. I mean, as the sun is setting, it's right down behind the stands on the left field side. And actually, the previous 2 innings, you couldn't even throw a ball over to first base from the pitcher because the first baseman had the sunlight right in his eyes. And I'm wondering if he just lost it in this last sliver of sunset light.
Error on the third baseman. It was high as Pacheco put the glove up. Venable aboard. First one to Headley. Outside ball 1. Second Colorado error of the day. The Dodger defense, I got to tell those boys, they got a long way to go. They're bad.
Well, Pacheco now signaling over to Arenado that he still can't see the ball.
Throw to first, not close.
And so Arenado's now joking with him like, okay, next time I'll throw it down into the ground and one-hop it over to you like it was AstroTurf.
Ayers, Colorado, 36-37. They've been pretty good. They're 5th best in the National League. Where the Cardinals are the best, then Arizona, and then my Padres. Best defense, NL. 4-1 San Diego. Fastball to Chase outside, 2-0. Chase strikeout single so far. A little better in L.A. after as bad a series literally as he's ever had against Toronto, where he was 0 for 14. And he admitted he'd never had a series like that, ever. 2-0 pitch, fouled out of play down the left field line. He came into Buddy's office today, and I happened to be in there talking to the skipper, and then Chase said, can I get a minute alone with? I said, yeah, I'm out of here. And he had something he wanted to talk to Buddy about. Don't know what it was, none of my business. But they also talked in L.A. about Buddy trying to relax him. Hey, man, you know the strike zone. Just relax. Don't go to those first pitches unless it's right down the, the pipe. Go to first, right down the bag there is Venable. 1 out, 1 on, 5th inning. 4-1 Padres. Here's the 2-1. Fastball high. That's Chase taking pitches deep in the counts, getting into hitters counts like this one. 3-1 and a sign from Glenn Hoffman to him.
We talked about it earlier, Ted, when you're struggling, you're afraid to get deep in the count. You're afraid that you're going to let that pitch that you're supposed to hit get by you, and that's when guys start getting over anxious and they start swinging early and chasing pitchers' pitches.
Venable lead at first. Chase swinging a foul at the plate. Full count. On deck is Carlos Quentin. What a lovely night for football.
Beautiful night.
Good forecast. Just a 30% chance of a thunderstorm. They call it a slight chance tomorrow evening, but 0% Saturday and Sunday. Again, of course, the Rocky Mountains, that could totally change by tomorrow, but in terms of coming in, what it might be, this is good. Venable's on the move. Pitch to Chase. Slow ground ball, second base. Short hop right there. And going to second for 1. Back to first. How they got the double play, I don't know. But they did. I thought with Venable running, they would not be able to get him. But the Mayhew goes to Tulowitzki, and they do turn the 4-6-3 double play. No runs, no hits. 1 error did no damage, and nobody left. To the bottom of the 5th in Denver, Colorado at Coors Field. Padres 4. Rockies 1. San Diego sports leader. This is the Mighty 1090.
This is Lee Hamilton and J.D. Hayward. Padres baseball on radio is a tradition, and so is our morning talk show. With beanballs.
You doggone ancient galoot.
Home run ball.
That's gone.
Screwball. Bingo. And
9:45. You've seen about Letterman, Late Show with Craig Ferguson, and Comedy Central. The Madhouse is owned by a comedian, so rest assured you'll have a great time. Must be 21. Go to MadhouseComedyClub.com for more info.
XLPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
Padres baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
Get ready for the San Diego Classico, Saturday, July 6th. Club Tijuana Cholos take on the Mexico City Club America at 7:30 at Petco Park. Big time soccer at the Ball Yard when the Padres are not playing. San Diego Classico tickets at Padres.com/Cholos, XOLOS, on July 6th. Willeen Rosario will lead it off here. Bottom third for the Rockies in the bottom of the 5th. 4-1 Padres. Taking a fastball outside from Andrew Kashner. Conroe, Texas. 1-0, low and outside, 2-0. Speaking of San Antonio, when the club was in San Antonio, he had family all over the place running around with Kashner 34 jerseys on, cowboy boots, big buckles, those big belt buckles.
Sure.
Hey, country, man. They were country when country wasn't even cool. 2-0, swing and a miss. Rosario, then LeMahieu and Chacin. 4 runs, 4 hits for the boys. 1 run, 2 hits, and that's all off Kashner by the Colorado Rockies. Second place team, National League West. He comes back with a slow ground ball third base and fouled about a third of the way up the line.
You know, I knew Cash was country when he had that bass boat in spring training 2 years ago, and on the back of it he had a barbecue. so he could catch his fish right there and cook them up right there on the boat. And he drove that thing all the way from spring training to San Diego for the start of the season. I didn't see it this year, though.
No.
Like, Cash, what happened to your bass boat and your barbecue in the back?
They did have a big story on the bass boat, and he said he had no place to put it when he first got to San Diego. And I did. I went to him, and I said, I got a garage that I don't use for anything, just a bunch of junk, and I can clear it out for you. Well, I appreciate it, but he never took me up on it. So maybe he doesn't have the boat. I don't know.
I don't know. He's got his hunting shirt on tonight underneath that blue jersey. He's always got the camos ready.
Big old country howdy.
Never know when you're going to cross paths with a deer or an elk or something.
Just dress it yourself. Don't let a friend do it. 2-2 just missed outside. Fastball 93. We've seen early on at 95. We do not see the 98, 99 hundreds anymore from early last season. That is by design, not because he absolutely can't. Rosario flied out to left in his first at-bat. That ended the second inning. And right here in the fifth. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. The off-speed stuff is really, really working so much better today than it did. Change-up got him. He's had a decent slider. The good change, the fastball in the low 90s as noted. Strike three and his third strikeout. One gone fifth, DJ LeMahieu.
Well, that was a pretty nice changeup that he came up with right there. And again, he didn't have to throw many of those the first time through the lineup. So all of a sudden now he can bust it out the second time through. And guys haven't seen it before, no chance.
Rockies last year, fifth in the league. Only 30 games behind the Giants, that's all. In the NL West, outside ball one to LeMahieu, right-handed batter. Losing record at home last year. Horrible record when they get out of here and don't get that benefit of all that bloop hit home runs that should be routine fly balls and stuff like that. Foul back out of play. 1-1, 29 and 52 on the road. Ouch. Last year, you can't get worse than that. But they've had that since the place opened. They'd hit, 380 on a homestand, go on the road and hit 202 without Coors. And the altitude, fastball high, 2-1.
And Ted, they've gone through a lot of different philosophies here since the organization opened up in terms of how do you put a team together in this ballpark? First of all, do you want a team that's just going to be dominant in this field? And if so, is it all about slugging? Do you get pitching that can actually compete in this type of condition?
2-1 pitch, found out to play first base, second deck.
And then you mentioned the lopsided home versus road records, and then they went through a few years trying to figure out, well, are we better off having a more balanced club? And now they've kind of gone back to, I think, hey, look, forget the balanced approach. Let's at least dominate in our ballpark, and let's do it with some sluggers.
Yeah, the free agent signings, the Darryl Kyles and Mike Hamptons, it didn't work.
Yeah, no, they tried to bring the pitching in.
Yeah, the breaking balls didn't break. Foul, that's the problem. Foul at the place, same place on the first base side. One out, nobody on. Fifth inning, 4-1 Padres.
But you can't just ignore the pitching side either. We saw what happened last year when they had a bunch of starting pitchers that really weren't even major league quality guys, and they had to resort to starting rotation by committee and piggybacking.
Fastball, Keshner just outside. Hitting 94 and a full count. Yeah, it's a problem. The altitude and all those other factors is a problem for the visiting team, but the problem is it's also for them a problem for the home team. The conditions are what they are. It's what they're going to play. 3-2. Line toward the gap. Carlos on the run. Won't get it. A base hit. Got past him on a one bounce. Skipping all the way to the wall. Here's LeMahieu. Rounding second. Holding with a stand-up double.
Ted, I don't know about you, but to me it looked like Carlos got himself caught in between of thinking, hey, I can actually catch this ball versus, no, maybe not. And then all of a sudden he was not in a good position to be able to keep it from getting into the gap and getting by him.
Bad news double. Good news, Chacin, though a decent hitter as among pitchers, is the scheduled battle. White Sox are at home. They got in the light schedule the Oakland Athletics. A 3-1 lead for the White Sox in the fourth inning there. Minnesota over Kansas City, 3-2 in the fourth inning in Kansas City. We've seen a Cuban the last couple of days. The other one, Cespedes, hit his 12th home run for the A's in Chicago. Quite a game yesterday with Seattle and the Mariners. Seattle Mariners and the White Sox pitch in there for a strike to Chacin.
All that futility to start it off.
Unbelievable. Whoever saw 5 runs each in the top and bottom of 14th inning in an eventual 16-inning game. Not me, not anybody else.
Well, wasn't it 0-0 for most of the game?
Yeah.
Going into the extra innings?
0-1 low.
Easter famine?
1-1. Yeah, when Kyle Seager hit the grand slam, my friend Hawk Harrelson, the TV voice of the White Sox, was on TV. Fly ball to right field. And you just watched it. He never said another word for about a minute. He was so ticked and so shocked. He would not talk. You saw the guy rounded the bases, scoring, all that stuff. And Hawk was just silent. Runner going to third. They ignored him. Fastball. High throw in the left field by Nick Hundley. Nick is going to call for interference here. He wants that from the plate umpire, but Nelson's not indicating. And coming on to score to make it a ball game. On the error is LeMahieu. Stolen base, E2. And here comes Buddy saying he interfered with my guy. Why do you think he threw it literally 20 feet over Chase's head into left field? But you're not going to win the argument.
Well, Ted, looking at the replay, I didn't see any contact with Chacin. Nick threw over him.
He was in the way. He ducked down, but he did impede him. But you're right, no contact whatsoever.
Yeah, that's a tough one because Chacin didn't go out of the batter's box and really didn't try to do anything to get in Nick's way. He was just trying to duck down. And Nick trying to throw over him. No contact was made.
Error by the boys. They had but one in the 3-game series combined in Los Angeles. 2-1 to Chacin. Rip foul down the right field line. Venable chasing into foul territory. Backhand grab right by the stands by Will Venable. Got that little part that juts out there way down the right field line. That's exactly what gave him room to reach in and get it. 2 gone. Top of the order, Eric Young.
Well, that's a real tough right field because you have a ton of foul territory and then it tapers off very quickly. And as an opposing player, you really don't know how, the dimensions as well as you do your own home ballpark. So a great play by Will Venable to go over there and pretty much put your body on the line, not knowing exactly where that wall is going to be and making the play.
Young has grounded out, fly to right. 4-2 Padres. At one point, 4-0. After a 4-run fourth. Now single runs fourth and fifth by the home team. Cashton delivers. Ground ball. Dive at first base. Kotsay can't get it into right field. Kicked off the glove into right. A base hit for Young. Second hit of the inning. Fourth of the ball game. 2-out runner for the number 2 guy, Nolan Arenado.
Padres baseball brought to you by San Diego County Toyota dealers. Get a great deal on a fuel-efficient Toyota car or tough Toyota truck at your San Diego County Toyota dealer today. We've got what it takes.
Once again, Hunter Renfroe, outfielder, Mississippi State University, with the 13th pick of the first day of the Major League Baseball draft, taken by the San Diego Padres, by Josh Burns and company. Throw to first. Backstanding Young, not close. Mark Appel of Stanford, first pick in the draft. Chris Bryant, USD third baseman, number 2 to the Chicago Cubs. Pitch by Keshner in the air to right field and deep. Venable going on back, and it's over his head right by the 375 sign. They're coming down. Larrick Young can fly, but he's going to be held as he rounds third. Cole coming down the line, coaching and holding him. He had every intent of coming, and I think on the relay my boys would have had him at the plate. They made the right decision. The double by Arenado, second and third, and got to close the deal right here.
Trying to go away, left it up and out over a little bit. That's dangerous here in this ballpark. Will Venable does a really nice job of playing the carom off the wall. As soon as he caromed off, he got the ball, immediately hit Jed Jerko right in the chest, and that's what forces Cole to hold him up.
Carlos Gonzalez, a former batting champion of a couple of years ago. After he went out there with a 5-for-5, mauling the Cincinnati Reds with 3 home runs and 6 runs batted in. Well, that's all. Second and third, 2 gone, and that's who's batting, where Kashner has struck him out both times today so far. Number 2 in the league in home runs with 17 after yesterday's 3 home run performance. 6th in runs batted in. in the National League top 10s. First base is open, but you got Tulowitzki, albeit a right-hander, next. That ain't no bargain. Lefty-righty notwithstanding. First pitch in the air. Third base, chase a maybe. Chasing to the third base line and to the stands, and a backhand grab right by the tarp beyond the dugout. Padre dugout, third base. You talk about your huge out. Gonzalez helped chase that first pitch away, didn't he?
Oh,
yes, he did.
He sure did. It was great. Nice first pitch slider. He chased after it, and after he got done, Ted, he slams his bat in the ground, breaks it, slams his helmet. Not happy. Great job of getting out of the jam by Andrew Castro.
Going after the pitcher's pitch. That helped. They leave runners at second and third. They get a run on 3 hits with an error, and those 2 left after 5 full. 4-2. Padres in Denver. Ted Scam with you on San Diego Sports Leader. This is the Mighty 1090.
Lunch for everyone. The new Subway $4 lunch is tons of fully loaded 6-inch subs like the Spicy Italian, plus a 21-ounce.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on San Diego's Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.
First pitch for the Padres there. Carlos Quentin. He'll take it. Low ball 1. They would have had Carlos up after that single by Cashner at the end of that rally in the 4-run fourth. But he got thrown out trying to stretch it to a double. Line shot, Carlos. See if he'd have done that then, he'd have scored a run. It's a base hit to center field, and the lead man on in the 6th inning. Padres have had a couple of base running errors already in this ballgame. Like I mentioned, they had run. And I know it's combined. It's that makes it, to me, crisp, good baseball, good defense, smart base running, and they've done both of that for a long, long time. So you can't jump on it for a bad series of base running when a couple of guys got caught off first base and doubled up in that Dodger series, and the Cashner mistake trying to stretch a single to a double in a place where with Q next you do not take that risk. But overall, it's been pretty darn good. Here is Jed Jerko, who's been really, really darn good. Ground out. RBI double against Jolice Chassin. First one to him. He is low ball 1.
You know, Ted, you mentioned earlier that the confidence and the good attitude and the being upbeat and positive that this coaching staff has, and they are great. And I think Dave Roberts, especially in terms of his diligence of staying on top of guys about the base running, is hugely important.
The 1-0. Slider outside. 2-0.
And he spends a lot of time studying the opposing pitchers. He's constantly talking to guys. And it's not, again, it's easy to let it fall through the cracks over the course of the season. You talk about it in spring training. You revisit it once or twice a month. But Dave is really on it all the time. And I think that's why we've seen the base running improve over the last couple of years. We've seen the stolen bases and just overall more aggressive, more effective base running in general.
Smart players, man. It really matters. And good coaching. The 2-0 fouled out of play, first base. Billy Martin, when he managed, always said, dumb never wins. I don't care about your talent. You will mess up, you will not get there, or you'll lose the series when you get to the play if you're dumb. Got to be smart.
I agree with him 100%. And you need coaches there to remind you and to keep spurring you on that, hey, let's stay diligent with this. Let's stay on top of it. Let's not get complacent that what we're doing is okay. We're constantly trying to get better.
Chassin, that glove right by his face as he sets and delivers a strike. Even up, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jed Jerko. And then to the left hand hitting veteran Mark Kotze. Two got a nice rip at a fastball. He got it up, got a foul back, just missed it. Still 2-2.
You know, it's interesting, Ted. I've been trying to watch the opposing pitchers in terms of the adjustments that they're trying to make to Jed Jerko as he's making adjustments, and you really get the feeling that the opposing pitchers are starting to reach a little bit of a stone wall.
2-2, line third, just foul by a few feet.
And what I mean by that is early on, the report got out quickly that, okay, the slow breaking ball, that is his kryptonite. Just go to that. Even if it's your 4th best pitch, doesn't matter. Just spin something up there, and he's going to be out in front of it and chase it. And that's what happened for a couple of weeks. Then he tightened that up. And then they've been trying, well, maybe we can come inside on him. No, he's hitting home runs and he's burning us. Okay, maybe we can go to weight. No, he's burning the opposite field. So they're searching. They're trying to find something.
2-2, line toward left field. That ball will be falling right in front of a sliding Carlos Gonzalez. Will keep it in front of him. And that'll hold Carlos Quentin in second on the second consecutive base knock by Jed Jerko. More hits than any rookie in Major League Baseball. RBI double 4th and a single here in the 6th.
And in their desperate searches, more often than not, that's what they're finding. Nope, that's not the place I can go because he keeps getting base hits no matter what they try.
Super Rook. Tim Wright's out to talk to the pitcher, Chassin. I love that when Jay Bruce first came up as the ballyhooed superstar to be for the Cincinnati Reds. They had a video that started out in Cincinnati and went viral of the original Superman with Marlon Brando as Superman's father, with that part where he's looking down at Earth and saying, "I have sent him to you, my only son." And they used that saying, "Jay Bruce is coming. I have sent you my only son, Superman."
Oh, that's great.
And Jed, you're looking like that, man. You're looking like that. That conference is done and done. Over.
Big Jim Wright, the pitching coach for the Rockies this year.
Didn't you work for him?
Well, yeah, he's the reason I got to the big leagues.
That's
one of the best pitching coaches I ever had. Helped me transition from AAA to the big leagues. Helped me not only with my mechanics, but also the mental side of the game, as much as any coaches I'd had. And nice to see him getting an opportunity to be in charge this year.
Padre hits number 5 and 6 to start the inning, and nobody out. Kotsay taken outside, ball 1. And knowing you, I assume I know, without asking you before, that you've told him all this.
Oh, yeah.
On what he meant to you.
Every year I see him. Constantly thanking him, and we have a great time talking about pitching and what he's trying to teach these young pitchers with the Rocky organization now.
It ain't easy. Tough job. Tough job.
Certainly isn't.
Others before him have left. Breaking ball, strike. And a good slider right there. He's hung several of those sliders, but not that one. To Kotsay, 1-1. After single, nobody out. 6th inning. Kotsay has flied out and grounded to second. Runners off first and second. 1-1's outside on the fastball after that breaking ball. 2-1.
Now Rosario trying to do his job as a pitching coach from behind home plate, and that's what you do. You're part psychologist, you're part pitching coach as a catcher. You're trying to work your guy through it. Sometimes you'll see something mechanically, and you got to get on him. Hey, keep that front shoulder close. Hey, stay back. Hey, get that arm up. Hey, don't try to overthrow.
After Kotsay is Maben. The 2-1 popped him up third base. That is Arenado into foul territory, halfway to the stands and down the line, and makes the one-hand grab. They got a huge out on the pop-up of Kotsay, out number 1 in the top of the 6th.
Hey, just a reminder, the MLB.com at-bat app is the #1 source for live baseball everywhere you go. Available for iPhone, iPad, Android, and the BlackBerry 10. At-bat delivers Padres baseball with live audio, pitch tracking, stats, news, highlights, and more. Text at-bat to 31826 or just go to Padres.com for all the details.
Cameron Maben. Walk, ground out. Has stolen a couple of bases after missing 45 games. Another way of putting that is he's playing in his 11th game of the year. That makes a lot more sense, a lot clearer. Slider, check swing, but he went around, strike 1. 4-2 Padres. Boston, Texas, Fenway, 3-3 going to the bottom of the 9th. Carlos Quentin at second, Jerko at first. Cameron swinging a miss. He's always hit well here, by the way, in this park. This series, no idea. Swinging a miss for 0-2.
Slider. We've seen a lot of them tonight.
Jordis Chassin, 2 wins against the Padres in back-to-back starts in April. 0-2. That one is blooped into center field. Long run, Eric Young. He can't get there. Great base running. Here comes Carlos Quentin. Here's the throw. It'll be cut in front of the plate by the catcher Rosario. Just a bloop by Maben, but Maben is back, and it's Padres adding on to a 5-2 lead now here in the 6th inning. Young's got great speed. I didn't see his first jump, playing fairly deep against the right-handed batter, but they get him home here on the RBI single by Maben. Carlos Quentin scoring.
Third time that he saw a slider this at bat, and finally he got a little piece of it just off the end. The bat shatters, and had he hit it any harder, it gets caught. So he hit it just soft enough. Lands right in front of Young, and a great read by Carlos Quentin. The entire time he was saying, hey, that thing's going to fall, and he's able to score.
Rookie manager Walt Weiss after the pitching coach Jim Wright. He is on his way to get Jordis Chassin. They've had the right-hander working during the course of this inning anyway. That's Rob Scahill out there, who we have not seen since they last saw the Rockies in back-to-back, not back-to-back, but double series, home and away. All 6-1 by Colorado then. But here in June, it is 5-2 Padres, still only one away. Runner at first, Nick Hundley next. Pitching change, Colorado with the 3-run lead. This is Padre Baseball from Coors Field in Denver.
90.
Padres have added on here to take a 5-2 lead in a ball game where they've led all the way at one point by 4-0. Now 5-2. Rob Scahill. Have not seen him before. Going to see him right now.
Well, he spent most of last season in Colorado Springs, a AAA affiliate for the Rockies, and actually a smart move by the Rockies. Colorado Springs even higher than it is here in Denver. And if you can pitch there, you can pitch here. And so they try to get their minor league prospects every opportunity to pitch in these types of conditions. Was mostly a starter, 29 starts last season, and posted a 5.68 earned run average before getting a chance to be called up, and has been working out of the bullpen. So a little bit of an adjustment for him, getting used to working out of the pen.
You know, they have there also AAA, Nick Schmidt, former Padre #1 draft choice that did not get it done, and they traded him, remember, for Houston Street in the deal here, Padres Rockies. Here is Nick Hundley, first and second, only one away. Key to a bigger inning here with Cashner next. And a run home and a 5-2 lead, and a pitch foul back off the screen, actually off the mask of Rosario behind home plate. Nick has grounded out, got an RBI doing so in the 4-run fourth, preceding that with a strikeout. Well, I saw during batting practice, out there taking a lot of balls at first base. Yasmani Grandal. Set on the 0-1 by the right-hander. Swing and a miss. Looking fastball. Slider, 0-2.
Yeah, I saw Yasmani taking some balls at third, Ted. Making the rounds on the infield.
You know, with the under down, Nick gets hot. Put Yasmani in at first, here and there. Not the first catcher to do so, that's for sure.
Yep.
Jerko at second. Maben after his RBI single at first. Pitch to Nick. Slider again. Swing and a miss. Andrew Cashner to the plate. 2 gone here on the strikeout of Hundley. Chacin 5 1/3. 2 hits, 5 runs. Couple of walks, 4 strikeouts. Both runners at second and first are his responsibility. Now Cashner, who did get a base hit on the line to the left. Single in the fourth, thrown out trying to stretch it to end the inning. Scahill, 6'2", 220. Lombard, Illinois. Haven't heard of that city. It's a strike. Long time set. Swing and a miss again. Got a good slider. 0-2.
Yeah, it has good hard late life on it, some good depth. And I mentioned the numbers, the 5.68 earned run average last year in Colorado Springs. Trust me, that does not tell the entire story. Because in Colorado Springs, it is nothing to get up 6, 7, 8 runs in a ball game. That can just blow up your ERA. But you can see he has good stuff. 94 miles an hour on the fastball and that good hard late slider.
5-2 Padres. That ain't enough here. You need more in this place. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 straight sliders. That's hardly fair in striking out. Cashner after the strikeout of Nick Hundley. The boys get a run on the single to center field by Cameron Maben. 3 hits, 2 men left to the bottom of the 6th, and the pitching change of Scahill for Chassis. Brought to you by the UFCW, the United Food and Commercial Workers, Local 135 in San Diego. A union 14,000 strong behind you every step of the way, making your wages, your benefits, health care, everything better for you and your family. That's the UFCW. That's 5-2 Padres to the bottom of the 6th. Padre Baseball on the San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.
My name is Jose Villegas, and I'm a Toyota service consultant. Toyota carries complimentary maintenance with 24-hour roadside assistance. For 2 years or 25,000 miles.
Batting with the bases loaded, only 1 out. Now back to Ted and Scan.
All right, this one in Colorado is game one of a 4-game set. 3-game series before this year, once here and once in Petco, and both have been 3-game sweeps by Colorado. Is what it is. On to the bottom of the 6th here in the 4-5-6 batters for Walt Weiss and the Colorado Rockies. Tulowitzki, Kadire, and Jordan Pacheco.
No, really a great job by Cashner last inning to get out of that jam, Ted. That pitch to retire Carlos Gonzalez put an end to that rally and allows him to face Tulowitzki with nobody on base. Big turning point in the ballgame.
Tulowitzki has grounded out and fly to center, and bloops one down the right side. Going to be slicing, going to be foul, and is out of play. One bounce on the track and into the seats. David Ortiz, home run to right field. Scoring Gomes and Pedroia. 3-run walk-off in the bottom of the 9th. The Red Sox beat the Texas Rangers 6-3. But that was really loud when he did that.
I can't believe he's still doing what he's doing, Ted.
He's doing.
I mean, a few years back, I really thought he might have been washed up. Got up to a terrible start. Bat speed was super slow. Here he is.
But should I be the...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, just to balance out the conversation.
Go ahead.
The guy got caught on steroids. It's a fly ball to left field. This is Carlos in his tracks. Now back up a couple of steps and makes the grab. Tulowitzki. Tick, 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 tick. He's 0 for 3. Because we talked about Carlos Gonzalez hitting 3 home runs yesterday in Cincinnati. Tulowitzki hit 2. Helton hit 1. That's 6. Helton not starting today. 1 gone in the 6th inning. Because, you know, the facts are what they are.
I hear you.
Guy tested positive. Making himself stronger. Stop it already. All of you. Sure. Don't make me come down there. What? And an RBI double by Kadire.
Don't do it. You don't want Ted Light in your face. Don't do it.
So many baby boomer guys out there listening remember hearing that from their father back in the 50s. Don't make me come out there. Don't make me come down there. Pitch outside, ball 1. And there were dire consequences back then. Now, no.
Not so much.
Not so much. 5-2, my Padres in the 6th inning. Times have changed. For better or worse, it's a ground ball. Cabrera, backhand, pick, and throw, and not close. Out at first base.
Padre Baseball brought to you by McDonald's. Get any size Coca-Cola, soft drink, or sweet tea for just $1 every day at McDonald's. A la carte only. Price and participation may vary.
Philadelphia 5-0 after 7 innings in Milwaukee. Delman Young, a 6th home run. 5-0 Philadelphia. They played some decent ball lately. Finally got Cole Hamels' 2nd win with the 9 losses the other day.
Unbelievable.
Dominic Brown is just bombing. Then Mayberry the next day bombing. Fastball is outside ball 1. 2 extra inning home runs. That's baseball history right there by John Mayberry Jr.
Ruben Amaro Jr. has some decisions to make. I mean, can they move forward with some of the aging players? Do they have enough to retool? Is it a rebuilding thing? What about Cole Hamels, that big contract? What's going on there?
Pitched by Andrew Kashner, low and outside, 2-0. If they could just keep Utley healthy for a year, then maybe they can decide on whether he's got a future. Same thing with Ryan Howard. That foot thing has cost him a better part of a season over the last couple.
Yeah, you just don't know at this point in their careers, even if they are healthy, are the same player that they were 3 or 4 years ago before all the injuries started. Probably not.
The 2-0 up and in, 3-0 to Pacheco, right-handed batter with 2 gone. See this so often. Get 2 outs and then start to trouble. A's and White Sox, they're 4-4 to the bottom of the 9th. Yesterday and the last couple of days have been walk-off, walk-off, walk-off. And now Big Papi does that in Boston. 3-0 pitch in there for a strike. I used to love that commercial. They don't have it anymore where in Japan this big heavy guy arrives, but he's got a cap on. So it's such an authentic Boston cap. They say, oh, Big Papi, Big Papi, Big Papi. No, he just has an authentic looking Boston cap on. But it ain't Big Papi. I love that commercial. That's good. 3-1 pitch. Line to right field. Trouble down the line. That is a base hit. That is extra bases for Jordan Pacheco. He's got 2. and rounding. He'll be thinking 3, up and throwing Venable. He'll be getting back to second base and start thinking double.
Well, Will Venable's certainly getting a workout tonight, isn't he, Ted? He better hydrate after this ball game. He has had to cover a lot of ground. And this time it's a 3-1 fastball. Cash just saying, look, I'm just going to come right at you. Do what you can with it. Stays inside of it. And at least Will's able to get over there in time in the corner to hold him to a double and not let him get 3.
Now Cashner. Now Willeen Rosario, the catcher. You know why they're getting loud out there, because the sign says, get loud. Runner at second, infield back, outfield straight away. We're 2 gone in the 6th inning, 5-2 Padres. Cashner set, fastball right down the middle for a strike. Last year, 5 starts, 28 relief appearances for Cashner. This is start number 9 this year, along with 4 in relief. '26-year-old right-hander. As noted, Texas boy, pick off at second, not close. Read it all the way. Pacheco back. Oakland White Sox, I mentioned 4-4. Hey, same thing. Twins in Kansas City, 3-3 after 7. Yankees, Seattle underway. 5-2 Padres, 6th inning. Cash delivers. It's a strike.
96.
Nasty, wasn't it?
At the knees.
Filthy.
Pitch number 86 about to be delivered, and along with as well as he's been throwing the ball, Ted, I mean, it's getting to the point now where he can almost put to rest all those concerns of, physically, can he hold up to being a starter?
I
don't know. I don't think you have to worry about that anymore.
Nah, I really don't. Don't think so. Pacheco at second. The hit here. No balls, 2 strikes on Willeen Rosario. Has flied out, has struck out. And on the 0-2 has line 1 to left field. Carlos going back, over his head. Didn't go back enough, fast enough. Rounding second to make it a ball game. And rounding third is Pacheco to score. And rounding second, Rosario on a stand-up 2-out double. This guy's had significant hits against the Padres. And that on an 0-2 count was a huge mistake. And it's 5-3 Padres.
Yeah, Nick's going to go out and have a chat with Cashner right now. He missed his spot. I mean, it's 0-2 count. Nick's calling for the fastball. He wants it elevated. And instead of elevating it up around the letters, he just left it belt high. And that is just an execution mistake right there by Andrew Cashner.
LeMahieu, the double after Rosario. The Rosario double. LeMahieu with his double last inning. We'll get another shot here again. This time with 2 away. And with first base open, they want the pitcher next. Intentional walk ordered by Buddy Black. First walk by Cashner, which is so important here. If they're going to hit something with those doubles that just fly into the gap in left center in that huge outfield and the altitude. Physicists, by the way, when they first proposed Major League Baseball here, because they'd had AAA for a long, long time, physicists at the University of Denver said that the ball struck in this altitude will fly 9% farther every single time that the ball is hit by the bat. So you're going to have tons of hits, but if you give them base on balls and add on, and you give up the 3-run home run, then you're in a heap of trouble. There is coming up, ball 4.
And that's the exact reason that the Rockies have their AAA affiliate in Colorado Springs, so that you can learn that. I mean, and you can talk about it all you want, but until you've been on the mound and you actually see the ball flying out of the ballpark as consistently as it does in this light air, I mean, it really makes an impact on you of how important it is to not give away the free passes and keep the ball down.
Well, you walk the 8-hitter intentionally, you get Todd Helton. A long-time Padre nemesis. And you get Darren Balsley come to the mound to talk to Cashner.
We're going to talk some strategy right here, and if I'm not mistaken, the last time the Padres faced Helton, they did a pretty good job of keeping him under control, and they did that by just staying away, away, away. And that used to not be as safe a place to go because he was so strong he could drive the ball opposite field, but not doing it quite as well as he used to later in his career.
Conference broken up by the plate umpire. Run home, 5-3 Padres. The tying runs on base at first and second. Helton represents the go-ahead run with 2 out here in the 6th. A home run of their 6 yesterday. 1 belonged to him in Cincinnati in that ballgame. Only a .240 hitter. But 2 for 7, and both have been pinch home runs of the 2 for 7. Cashner delivers. Low, ball 1.
Another big turning point with 2 outs. Teddy was able to retire Gonzalez last inning. Has to do it again.
Pitch to Helton. It's outside. 2-0. Rosario, slow guy, in case it matters. On a hard hit ball to the outfield for a play at the plate. He's at second. LeMahieu is at first with 2 gone. It's the 6th inning. It's the 2-0. It's a fastball strike. Helton in his time against Cashner. That much of a time. 0 for 2 lifetime. Cashner, long time set at the belt. Pitch on the way to Helton. Just missed outside. 3-1. Leadoff batter Eric Young Jr. is on deck. Nobody has taken advantage of this ballpark in terms of huge numbers than this guy. An amazing lifetime batting average, on base percentage, all the other numbers in Coors Field. 3-1 pitch. High fly ball to center field. It is deep. It is Maben, and it is playable. Try the warning track by maybe a yard. 3 measly feet. Cameron makes the grab. Got Helton. Big 2-out pitch by Andrew Cashner. They get a run on a couple of hits. They leave a couple of runners. The tying runs aboard after 6. Padres 5. Colorado Rockies 3. Padre Baseball on the San Diego Sports Leader. This is the Mighty 1090.
Mighty 1090 fans, listen up. We know that you love San Diego Sports Leader, and we love that you love us. Our goal is to give you the best sports news, play-by-play, and all-around coverage in San Diego. But that's not all we have to offer. We want you to really...
The 19th at 6 p.m. at the Marine Room in La Jolla for a free educational reverse mortgage workshop. Call 888-600-1130 to reserve your seat today.
Welcome back to Padres Baseball on San Diego's Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.
Padre Baseball, Coors Field, Denver, for the second time of 3 this year. Got swept in April coming out here. This ball club came in, and the Padres, remember, in the opening week of the season, the series, 3 games in New York, then the one here, and that was the sweep by Colorado, followed by one at Petco Park. So something's got to give. Boys have had a couple opportunities to add on. They've not been able to do that, leaving 2 in the 6th. No long ball either side. Former Padre Wilton Lopez from Nicaragua will come on in relief. They had him in 07 and 08. They've seen him before this year. One Nicaraguan against another. Lopez against Everett Cabrera to start out in the top of the 7th. Venable on deck and Headley to follow. A 5-3 Padre lead. Hits are 7-7. Lopez deals. Fastball outside, ball 1.
Lopez on for the 31st time. 1-2 record, 3.86 earned run average. Not throwing as many ground balls as they'd hoped.
There's one on a 1-0 ground ball to second base. LeMahieu to Pacheco, one away. Cabrera 1 for 4 with the first inning, as in leadoff of the ball game, double. Here's Will Venable. Padre Baseball brought to you by Permadontics. Have you heard of this organization? You should if you have any kind of problems in terms of painful teeth, missing teeth, a smile that you just want it to go away. Well, it'll go away. And a one-day, same-day procedure for a brand-new permanent set of teeth for the rest of your life. For a consultation, all free at Permadontics.com. Swing and a miss, Vanderbilt from Wilton Lopez. He deals. Will swings, misses. Looking fastball. Nope. Out in front of the breaking ball, 0-2. Coming on back, Will reach out, hit one into right center field, perfectly placed. That should split him, and it does. By right between Young and Kadire. Look at him go. Turn it around. Will Venable going for 3. They'll never get him. They missed the cutoff man. They missed the trailer. It's rolling all the way to Arenado at third base, and Venable's got himself 3 bags. Oh, that's large, man. They score. You come back and want to add on immediately and get yourself a 1-out triple in the 7th inning.
Well, supposed to be a sinker that didn't sink. Out over the plate. Will finds the gap. And, man, he's going to have to ice those legs down, Ted. All the ground he's covered in the outfield now with that triple. He's young, though. He can handle it.
Key at bat, Chase Headley, trying to get back in the groove. Sinker that didn't sink. Game of the week on NBC with Dizzy Dean. Well, he threw a slider that didn't slud.
It didn't slud.
And he wasn't trying to be funny either. That's how he talked. Dizzy was country as country can be. Infield all the way up again. Chase Headley, single in his middle at bat, 1 for 3. First pitch fastball, foul back out of play. 91 miles an hour. Dizzy would sing on the air. It's unbelievable. He'd sing the Wabash Cannonball. Not a tune that most people have at the top of their, top of their heads or off the tip of their tongues.
I don't think I know that one.
I understand. Set Lopez, ground ball infield, right to the shortstop Tulowitzki. Frozen at third, throw to first, chases the second out in the 7th inning, and his struggles continue.
Hacksaw and Hayworth break down the game and take your phone calls weekday mornings starting at 6 a.m. right here on San Diego Sports Leader, the mighty 1090.
The Tigers beat Tampa in Detroit 5-2. Scherzer 8-0, beating Hernandez. No home run for Miguel Cabrera. Number 4, Victor Martinez, the former Red Sox. Tiger catcher, etc. And DH, Carlos Quentin lead the key knock with the runner at third and 2 gone in the 7th. 5-3 Padres. Lopez, fastball, inside, ball 1. Coming back again, checking this time. Carlos high, 2-0. He's looked very comfortable in the Dodger series, despite all the booing and all that nonsense that he totally shut out, ignored, and looking much better at the plate. Lopez with his 31st appearance. He's at the bottom of the top 10 in games pitched in the National League. The 2-0 is a bounding ball to shortstop with the infield back and 2 gone. Tulowitzki across to Pacheco, and that's all. Boy, the Padres have had opportunities. Ooh-wee. Left a runner at third in the first, at second in the second, at third again here in the 7th. You got to get the add-ons here. You can't have enough runs. After the man left to the bottom of the 7th, 5-3 Padres unable to add on. Leading, though, over the Colorado Rockies. San Diego Sports Leader, the mighty 1090.
Diamonds Limited wants diamonds of a carat or more and will pay much, much more than its competitors for them. That's thousands, even tens.
Furry, finned, or feathered, it's enough to make all the pets on your home team go wild. So step up to the plate and be a great pet parent with Petco, where the healthy pets go.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
Padres baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Summertime is coming later this month, and you can begin that summer on June 15 literally with a bang, no pun intended. The biggest fireworks extravaganza, it is the Padres Summer Sky Blast. Saturday, June 15. First place Diamondbacks are scheduled. Padres.com for tickets. Ticket office open again tomorrow morning at 619-795-5555. Padres by 5-3. Ted Leitner, Bob Scanlon with you. Eric Young at the top of the order. Then Arenado and Gonzalez from Keshner. Strike call to start it out. Home 7. 5 runs, 8 hits, an error for the boys. 3 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Colorado Rockies. Second place team, a couple behind Arizona, currently in the NL West. And they're surprising people. This is fouled out of play, lower deck, third base. People did not think Colorado would be there. Well, 2 months of the season, they're there. People thought the Giant pitching would dominate Scan, and guess what? Kane, Bumgarner, Lincecum, Zito. That may not ever be the dominant 5-man rotation it once was.
It may not. And a lot of discussion about what being in the playoffs 2 out of the last 3 years can do to you.
Chopper down to first base and foul. Right by the Rocky dugout, still 0-2.
And I shouldn't just say going to the playoffs. I should say winning the World Series. I mean, the stress, the physical stress of pitching that much longer, where every single pitch is, as important as it can possibly be, does take a toll in 1 year, especially 2 out of 3 years. So we'll see. But obviously the Rockies didn't do a whole lot during the offseason.
Nope.
Except get healthy.
The 0-2 wasted outside. Pitch number 100 on the pitch count is coming next here from Keshner.
Still throwing hard, Ted. He's been 96, 97 on a couple pitches to Helton last inning.
He's only been in 3 digits twice the last 2 starts. 102 and 105. Here's 100 and a 1-2. Just got a piece of it and found it again to the Rocky dugout. Always see that. I remember my beloved partner for 3 decades, Jerry Coleman, when somebody takes a ball like that in the Rocky dugout and bounces it on top of the dugout right to a fan. And you did that in Jerry's day, you saw a deduction on your paycheck. So help me God, for the baseball. You did not give away baseballs.
Well, I had that situation with one of the teams I played with.
The 1-2 is on the way. There's a swing and a miss. Heat and nothing but the heat. Fastball, 96 miles an hour. Young has struck out.
Yeah, Cash still has plenty on the ball. Late in the ball game, he's had to make some really tough pitches. It hasn't been an easy game for him. He's had to make some tough pitches. Game on the line the last 2 innings. And then he's still able to crank it up there 96 to get it by Young.
4 strikeouts. 2 walks, 1 intentional. In this place, 7 hits, 3 runs. For 7 innings, or 6 1/3, you'll take it. Arenado taken high and inside ball 1.
Heck yeah, you'll take it. Yeah, one of the coaches would walk around during batting practice with this team I was with, Ted. Anytime you tossed a ball to a fan, $10.
This is a ground ball foul. Third base ball didn't even cost $10.
I know.
Come on. Tightwads. Yeah, things change.
And then they would count the balls after batting practice. Like, really? So you sat there and counted how many of them were hit out versus how many were handed out?
Sad.
It was.
Sad people. No idea of the big picture. That has changed big time in baseball. 1-1 is on the way. Breaking ball outside. And it was going on. It already changed. But after the strike of 94, when baseball came back hoping to bring the fans back, and thank God they were able to, it was give them baseball, throwing baseballs at the turnstiles. Padres were the first to do that. At the turnstiles, handing out caps to the fans as they came in. That started in San Diego. This is a 2-1 in the air. Down the right field line. Will Venable tracking. He'll be there. Way toward the line, and still a fair step in fair territory by just that 1 step. Makes the grab. Arenado had double-double the last 2 at-bats. He's the second out here in the fly ball in the 7th. Carlos Gonzalez, but at least with nobody on.
Hey, fans, join your Padres Sunday, June 16th, as they honor the children who support our armed forces with Salute to the Military Child presented by Majestic. Enjoy a special pregame ceremony honoring the children of military families before your Padres take the field against the Diamondbacks at 1:10. Get your tickets today at Padres.com or call 619-795-5555.
Gonzalez, they've handled after his 3-home run game yesterday with 6 ribbies in Cincinnati. Strikeout, pop-up. Pop-up with runners at 2nd and 3rd and 2 out. He was the final out. Time called. Got to mess with the gloves, of course. Open up the left one, close it. Open up the right one, close it. Thanks a lot, Nomar. You're a heck of a player, but what you gave the baseball from that standpoint. Fouled out of play, way down the left field line. Beautiful sky down there, coming to full darkness. You see still brightness out there by the Rocky Mountains. Beautiful mosaic in Denver, Colorado. Padres have led all day. 1 point at 4-0 going to the bottom of the fourth when the Rockies now have scored single runs in the fourth, fifth, and sixth. Cash is 0-1. Right back to him. A backhand on the front side. I'll tell you what, a great adjustment in his follow-through to suddenly move and get that ball was not easy. Up and throwing out Gonzalez. Their number 3 hitter is 0 for 4. Tulowitzki in the number 4 spot is 0 for 3. 1-2-3 is how the Rockies go in the 7th inning. After 7 full, 5-3 San Diego Padre baseball on the San Diego Sports Leader, the mighty 1090.
Baseball and radio, they just go together. And have
San Diego Sports Leader, the mighty 1090.
Wilton Lopez on here in the top of the 8th, delivering inside the Jerko, ball 1. 5-6-7 batter, San Diego Padres. Jerko Katse Maben with a 5-3 lead over the Rockies. And a 1-0 fastball foul back to the upper tank. Straight on back, 1-1.
You know, Ted, it looks like that's going to be the end of the night for Andrew Cashner. What a great effort by Cash tonight. Anytime you can hold the Rockies, especially as hot as they've been swinging the bats, to only 3 runs in their home ballpark, done a heck of a job, and he came up with some huge pitches with the game on the line against Gonzalez and Helton.
Lopez, high fly ball, deep foul, way out in front down the left field line in the second deck. Just a bit out front. Jed's got yet another multi-hit game. We should have known when he had 28 hits in his first 38 games. The only guy to ever do that among Padre rookies was Tony Gwynn. Now this guy. Many years later, that was 82. Now in 2013, fastball swung on a miss, strike 3. Lopez gave up the triple with 1 away to Venable, and they did not score. That's one you'll look back on if something goes wrong here later, but we'll see. It is the Padre bullpen, ain't the Dodger bullpen. It's a good bullpen. Better than the Dodgers, better than Colorado. Katse ground ball, first pitch swinging, first base. That is Pacheco on the feed there to Wilton Lopez, 2 away.
Padre Baseball brought to you by Mission Federal Credit Union. Hey parents, visit mighty1090.com to learn how your elementary school student can win a visit from a Padres player right to their classroom. Good stuff. Courtesy of Reading Cinemas and Mission Fed.
Cameron Maben, 11th game of the year, missed 45 with that wrist problem. And he had a similar wrist problem last year. Today he's walked. Force play brought home a run. Single brought home a run. And he's stolen 2 bags. The guy can make a huge difference. Can you imagine lineup with healthy Maben, Blanks, Carlos Quinton, Headley back hitting, Jerko, etc., etc. Way better than last year's club. But then you already know that. Pitch outside, ball 1. Quick 2 outs for Lopez here in the 8th inning. 1-0. He's low and outside. It's always dangerous here late. No matter how good your bullpen is, because the ball will fly. Line drop into center field. Got a chance to fall. Young coming on in, makes the dive, dropped the ball. That's in play. He would have tried to fake that and sell it if he could, but the ball rolled out of the glove and a full extension dive coming in by E.Y. Jr., and that's another base hit, second of the day, in as many at-bats for Cameron Maben.
Yeah, the first one a little off the end, slider, broken bat, one that scored a run, but this one a nicely, crisply hit line drive to center field. So good to see Cam Maben, stepping right in and having some good at-bats right away, Ted.
Yes, indeedy. Nick Hundley, 0 for 3 on the day. 2-out runner for the boys on hit number 8. Amarista for Cashner if they get there in the 9 spot. First one is in there, fastball strike. Got to end this thing of losing to Colorado. Nobody else swept them in the first 2 series of the year. Nobody. Throw to first, reaching back Cameron. Baltimore beats Houston 3-1 in Minute Maid Park. Gonzalez over Norris. Johnson 20th save for that Jim Johnson, who had that great streak of 35 straight that the Padres ended when they got to him in the 9th inning and their trip to Camden Yards. No home run. 3-1 Baltimore final. Stepanoff. And yes, they fixed the plaque that's in the concrete on Utah Street beyond the right field fence in front of the warehouse. They misspelled Weeders.
Did they chisel that out of there?
They chiseled it out, and they put a new one in, so now it's W-I-E. I before E after set that to C, they went W-E-I, misspelled their own catcher's name, throw to first. I hate when that happens. Not close, may have been back.
So the person that made the mistake, they gave him a little hammer and a chisel, sent him out there. All right, you got to dig that thing out of there.
Do your Da Vinci thing. Do your Michelangelo thing. Get to work. And do it late at night with the lights so nobody can see. Don't do it during the Cubs at home. It's embarrassing. Nick Hundley wants time. One strike on him. Lopez after Scahill. 2/3. Both batters, both strikeouts. There goes Cameron. They pitched out. They knew he was going. Throw down, tag out at second base. They guess right, that's all. If they don't pitch out, they don't think they get him. It's a good jump. But they did, so it's caught stealing 2 sec after Cameron had bags earlier in the ball game in both the 2nd and the 4th inning, but not here in the 8th. Good gamble, though. Why not? Why not? No runs. 1 hit, nobody left. To the bottom of the 8th, Ted and Scam with you from Coors Field in Denver. 5-3 Padres, San Diego sports leader, San Diego baseball on the mighty 1090.
We're Wawanesa Insurance, and we have an award-winning team of specialists who have great rates for good drivers and renters. About the only thing we don't have is a Wawanesa team mascot. But what would the mascot be? Sure, our customers love us, since half of
All right, we're back here in the bottom of the 8th, ready to go. Into the bullpen, handed a 5-3 lead. That has been Padre baseball, good heavens, all the way back to 05 and 06 and the 07 season, and ended here with game number 163. Get the lead, just enough hitting, get it to the bullpen, and get it done. Well, they'll see if they can do that with Dale Thayer into the 8th against Tulowitzki, Kadire, and Pacheco.
Well, Dale just pitched yesterday. He's coming out for the 27th time this season. 2.81 earned run average, and he has just been so overpowering almost all season long. Yeah, he's had a couple of bad outings. One in Tampa Bay in the game that he gave up 2 runs against the Rockies here on an inside slider to Helton.
Fastball by Thayer. He was awfully sharp in Los Angeles, fastball and slider, especially fastball. I think as good as he's shown all year. Mr. Blanks is back. Back in the ballpark after being sent out, but never really got out. He'll take over first base. Amarista will replace Carlos Quinton in left field as Buddy shores up the defense here in the bottom of the 8th. And a strike delivered. 1-1 to Tulowitzki. Oh for 3 today. Then Kadire. Then Pacheco. Right-handers, right-handers, right-handers. High. 2-1.
Well, I haven't seen Dale miss the 2 out of the first 3 pitches. Not even close. That's not like him. He has just been right on, especially to that outside corner to right-handers almost all season.
Outfield now. Amarista left. Maben center. Venable right. Straight up. 2-1. Popped him up. Infield. Cabrera going back. Calling off as he goes 3 steps on the grass and makes the grab. You talk about getting out number 1. That was huge when you fall behind 2-1.
Oh, it sure is. Behind the count, fastball right down the middle to a guy that can take it out of the ballpark and get the game to within 1 run. And you gave him a pop up. Thank you very much.
Here is Michael Kadire. Walk, RBI double, ground out. 4-0 lead to the Padres when the Rockies get single runs after that in the 4th, in the 5th, in the 6th. The boys do get a single run themselves in the 6th on a Maben single to center field. Scoring Carlos Quinton, who had led that inning with a single. I think you're up to date on the scoring. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. Thayer delivering ground ball. Everett Cabrera to his left. Grab, bullet right on the glove of number 88 out there. That's Kyle Blanks. 2 away.
Padre Baseball brought to you by GTM Stores. Visit GTM Discount Stores in Santee and Lemon Grove for up to 70% off all those HD TVs, electronics, furniture, groceries, designer fashions, and more. Click GTMstores.com for valuable coupons.
It's over in St. Louis where the Rockies, good one. Arizona got 3 in the 9th to make it look better than it really was, but it wasn't. Final 12-8 St. Louis. Shelby Miller wins his 7th. Ian Kennedy, the loser. Eddie Mojica, ex-Padre, gets his 18th save. Eddie, you're an all-star, man. Ball went outside to Pacheco. 2 out, nobody on. 5-3 Padres in the 8th inning. And Shelby Miller hit a home run. Thayer, slider outside after fastball. 1-1. Padre Baseball brought to you by Petco. Pet lovers, if you're ready to be a great pet parent with Petco's whole pets commitment to pet care, you will find everything you need all the time at Petco, where the healthy pets go. .53 since the 6th. 5-3 here in the 8th. Strike. Dale Thayer. 1-2.
Paint.
Oh, he has been sharp. Full windup by Dale. The 1-2 is lined to right field. That's going to fall for a base hit in front of Will Venable. Pacheco. Back-to-back at-bats in those double in the 6th and 2 out, single in the 8th. Dope, you bring the tying run to the plate. Always dangerous here in this yard. It's not a yard, it's a video game. Wallin Rosario.
Dangerous hitter.
Oh, yeah.
Streaky hitter. When you make a mistake, he can make you pay.
Thayer deals to him. Foul back out of play. Upper deck on the first base side. RBI doubled when Kashner made a mistake and an 0-2 pitch to him with 2 out. That was a huge run. That was that last run of the ball game. Big difference between 5-2 that it was to 5-3 when Kashner gave up the back-to-back 2 outs double of Pacheco and, as mentioned, Rosario on the 0-2 count over Carlos's head and left. Thayer's pitch is just outside. 1-1. So I mentioned St. Louis over Arizona 12-8. Mets postponed in Washington rain. The Dodgers are underway, scoreless after 2 at home with the Atlanta Braves against Tim Hudson. 1-1. Low and outside.
Doing a nice job of staying away from Rosario. Don't want to make a mistake on the inside part of the plate. That's where most of his power is. We mentioned that he can be streaky. Hasn't hit a home run the last 13 games, spanning 52 at bats.
Runner at first held on by Blanks. This one's a high fly ball to deep left. Any place else? No. Here, home run. .55 in the 8th inning.
Well, 2 mistakes. First of all, the mistake to Pacheco with 2 strikes. That's really the one that hurts you, because you have him right where you want him, a chance to put him away. Instead of making your pitch to the outside corner, he left it up and out over, so Pacheco keeps the inning alive, brings the tying run to the plate, and a guy that we know is dangerous, and he just absolutely hangs a slider right exactly where you don't want to. Belt high, inner half to Rosario. Usually only one result when that happens.
4th home run allowed at 26 innings by Thayer. Yep, he was nails in Los Angeles, but not here. It happens. Rosario, home run earlier in the year against the Padres, hits double digits. That's 10. RBI 29-30. Those are the big ones that tie your ball game, bringing him from behind or putting your club ahead. Well, he tied it. Pitch is way outside. Ball 1 to LeMahieu.
Oh, that's a crusher. Especially to Andrew Castro. Just pitched a heck of a game. He's got nothing to show for it.
0. No decision. Strike. Slider after fastball. 1-1. Right-hander set. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball. 2-out single. 2-out, 2-run home run. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chased a high fastball, four-seamer, and gone. Strikeout. 2 batters too late, but a ball game tied on 2 runs. 2-run home run. Willie Rosario after 8. 5-5. Same old. Baseball in Denver. San Diego sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Are you looking for a tough Toyota truck for work or play? This is Coach here to tell you about my good friends at Toyota of Escondido's Giant Toyota Truck Center. They really know trucks from their huge selection of new and pre-owned.
105.7 The Walrus.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Padre Baseball, Coors Field. You can't have enough runs. You need more and more and more. Today they've not been able to do that. Got themselves a lead, but they left runners at second, twice at third. And so it caught up to them now. They got to get some more runs in a tie ball game at 5-5. This copyrighted broadcast from Denver is brought to you by the San Diego Padres with their authority and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of the game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of my San Diego Padres. 8-9 leadoff. Amarista on the double switch taking over in left. When the double switches took over in left. Line drive, Nick Hundley, center field, will not go down. Eric Young had him shallow, right in there to make the one-hand grab. If he's back, that's a base hit. He's not. And that's smart. With that big outfield, playing back, I think here is a mistake. It was going to go out of the ballpark. It's going to go out of the ballpark. But trying to get in and cut down the singles and the doubles, that makes more sense. 1 pitch, 1 away in the top of the 9th. Amarista. Little Ninja. Scrappy, good little ball player, too. Check swing. Could not hold up. Strike 1. Got Don Roach. What I've seen of Roach, I hate to put that, can't miss thing on like I did with Casey Kelly. And Casey, I believe, is a can't miss. Just got to wait now a year, whatever it takes to come back from Tommy John surgery. But you'll see Casey Kelly pitch in this Padre rotation. And Don Roach, I do believe. Swing and a miss. You got to give up something to get something, so they gave up Ernesto Frieri, but they got Roach and they got Amarista. And Amarista has been way more than expected, I believe. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. David Cabrera on deck. 5-5 ball game. That was disappointing. 0-2. Got him on the freaking ball, down and away. Nasty slider. Rex Brothers. Look out for a fastball at mid-90 and a nasty slider. This guy is good.
Yeah, the thing with him has always been the command. He's always thrown very hard, but he'd come in and just paint the corners one time. The next time, literally be launching balls to the backstop. But he's been able to harness that control over the last couple of seasons, getting an opportunity to be the short man now with Betancourt down, and that slider was pretty hard late. Tough to catch up to.
Brothers' 29th appearance. His ERA is a typo. 0.35. Wow. In the dirt. Ball 1 to Cabrera, batting right-handed for the first time today. 0.35, eh? 25 innings, 25 strikeouts. 25 innings, 1 earned run. And pitching half your time here, no long ball. That's a miracle. Rex Brothers, you're a miracle. The 1-0 is outside. Wilton Lopez, the former Padre, 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 strikeout. Third reliever used by Walt Weiss today. One-time Rookie of the Year with the Oakland Athletics. Played here, now managing here. That's a very stressful job. Others have done it. To 2-0. Lined into right center, Cabby. My gosh, have you become a hitter right-handed also. That's a base hit to right center. Wide turn, up and throwing Kadire. The potential go-ahead run aboard with 2 away for William Venable.
Well, you got to wonder now if Cabby's going to try to get himself into scoring position. Not as easy to do against the left-hand thrower.
For Venable, the left-hander. Against the left-hander brothers, you know it. You guessed it. Denorfia. That marvelous right field combination of platoon of last year that combined was one of the best right fielders in the National League with Will Venable and Chris Denorfia. Dino right here in the 9th inning. Rex Brothers from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Living now in Chapel Hill, but not North Carolina, Chapel Hill, Tennessee.
You know, just looking at when they did actually score the one run he gave up, Ted, 24 outings ago.
Last year, 75 appearances. A 3.86. First pitch in the dirt, up the third base line. There goes Cabby. You'll never get him. A throw down, a head first slide. Safe at second. Wild pitch in scoring position. Don't have to steal the bag now. You were given the bag.
Exactly. Thank you very much. You're worried about having to run against the left-hand thrower. A little slider in the dirt. Gets the job done for you.
Ball one to Denorfia. Out there, Rosario to talk to Brothers. Dodgers got a run on the second. It's a 1-0 Dodger lead now in the bottom of the fifth in Dodger Stadium. That Greinke guy who missed the Padres series, much to the chagrin, I'm sure, of thousands and thousands of Dodger fans, is pitching tonight against Tim Hudson. Great matchup. Denorfia loves the left-handers. This one on the 1-0 pitch, right down the middle for a strike. 1-1. Slider after first pitch fastball. The one that was in the dirt. Five in the ninth inning. I've seen so many of these here. 1-1 on the way in the dirt. Almost got him in a foot. Nice stop by Rosario. 2-1. Headley on deck, but with 2 outs here on the 2-out single by Cabrera. Then the wild pitch. Now in scoring position on potential run number 6 for the boys.
Gotta be honest with you right now, Ted. If I'm Rex Brothers, I'm not giving in to Chris Denorfia. Boy, he's been torching left-hand pitchers. Chase has been struggling on deck. Got a base open. I don't see any reason to give in.
I hear you. Started in center last night in Los Angeles. Pinch hitting here today on the 2-1 pitch. Way inside. Fastball 3-1. You're right. Giving him nothing. Chris has hit 12 of the last 18 ball games. About a 297 clip during that time. Right now this year at 301 average against lefties. Slider, strike call. Full count. Maybe a heck of a pitch right there. Not just noise, it says in the scorebook, but 2-strike noise. Got to be specific with the fans or they won't know to cheer, you know. No, they won't have any idea. 5-5 ball game. Cabrera at second. Payoff pitch on the way to 3-2 to Dino. In the dirt, ball 4. First and second. Tie-breaking runs aboard for Chase Headley. Due to be due. How about that for English?
I was glad to see Dino lay off that 3-2 slider, and he's probably thinking the same thing. And, hey, he's throwing at 3-1 to me. He's not going to challenge me 3-2 either. Looking slider, and he's able to lay off it. Good hard late one. No, the fish ain't biting.
Jim Wright, pitch coach, on his way. Padre Baseball brought to you by the Metafast Weight Control Centers in San Diego. Having lived it, I know how miserable it can make you to be overweight in terms of your clothes, in terms of what you want to do and go to the beach this summer. Don't worry about it. You have Metafast. You have the silver bullet, as it were, of the fastest plan I've ever been on in my life, where you're never hungry. You're eating every 2 to 3 hours. They insist, like your mom, clean your plate. And you will be eating and losing. That's a great combination. Tomorrow morning, call for a free consultation at 888-9, the number 9 Metafast, after the 888-MEDIFAST. 1-888-9-METAFAST, or online to SanDiegoMetafast.com to find the center near you. This is the fast and healthy way to lose weight. This is Metafast. First and second, 2 gone, top of the 9th. 5-5 in the juego. Chase right-handed like Cabrera for the first time today. But he's hitting only 196. This is like he hit 2 years ago right-handed, as opposed to last year when he was mashing both sides. There go the runners. This is in the dirt. The runners will be at second and third. Another one in the dirt. That's not a wild pitch, though. The runners are moving, so it's a double steal. Cabrera to third and DeNorfia to second.
Wow, Cabby must have been pretty darn sure he could get a huge jump in that situation. I mean, granted, Rex Brothers has the high leg kick. Unless he's got the sides picked off and knew it was going to be another breaking ball, which could be the case. Dino had no idea that Cabby was going. He saw he took off and alertly went to second behind him.
5-5 tie, both in scoring position now. Chase had a single and 4 tries so far here today. Brothers on a ground ball to shortstop. Tulowitzki's got it. He'll make the throw across, and that slump continues. And this ball game continues to be tied. No runs, 1 hit. 2 more left by the Padres in scoring position to the bottom of the ninth, and the 9-1-2 batters for Colorado and their final at-bats in the regularly scheduled ball game at 5-5. San Diego Padre baseball on the San Diego sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Because Jan switched to Geico and saved hundreds of dollars on car insurance, her savings account wants to take her to a fireworks show. But it can't. It's a savings account. It can't read where the next fireworks show is in the local paper. Switch to Geico, and every time you see extra money, you'll know your savings account wants to take you to a fireworks show. But remember, it can't. It doesn't know how to read. It is, however, happy that you're saving money. Happy.
Welcome back to Padres baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Padres to the bottom of the ninth. Reminder, Scott and BR back. Scott Kaplan, Billy Ray Smith, weekdays and drive home from 3 to 6 right here on San Diego Sports Leader, the mighty 1090. 5 apiece. Jonathan Herrera, switch hitter. Little guy with speed in the number 9 spot. The hit for the pitcher Brothers, who had trouble in the ninth, but he got out of it. A 2-out single, a wild pitch, a walk, double steal, second and third for the boys. Nope, couldn't get it done. They've had a hard time getting the extra key hits here in this ballgame, or it wouldn't even be close. They've only left 7. That's not a big number, but they've left a bunch of them at second and third. Herrera, first pitch from the new pitcher, Tim Stoffer. Fastball, low ball 1. Thayer, 1 inning, 2 hits, 2 runs on the 2-run tying home run by catcher Willeen Rosario. Lost the lead from 5-3 to 5-5. Stoffer, breaking ball low, 2-0.
They definitely don't want to put this guy on base. He's a spark plug type player. Great energy on the ball club.
Stoffer's pitch, fastball strike, 2-1. Come on, the Rockies are only 1-3 on Thursdays. There's the stat of the day. A losing record on Thursday. Padres should win this game. So there, pitch fly outside. 3-1.
Not a home run threat. Go right at him.
5 runs, 10 hits, an error for the boys. 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Colorado. Pitched by Tim, way low, ball 4. He's attempted 1 steal. He was caught in terms of Herrera. Eric Young Jr. blazing speed at the plate. Blazing speed at first. We could turn a double play here, man. You're going to have to really work for it.
Well, that's the thing. I'm just looking at their lineup here. I mean, it's going to be tough to double up Eric Young. Got a good chance of having to face Carlos Gonzalez to try to put this inning to an end and try to send it into extra innings.
We saw that last Friday and last Sunday. 17-10 against Toronto. Bunting, sacrifice on halfway to the mound. Stoffer with a bare hand grab and throw. Eric Young gets the sacrifice done. 1-3, second base with speed. Herrera, the potential winning run. I've seen this here for so many years, all the way back to the old ballpark. They are deadly. It's never, ever over here. That old cliche, I'm telling you. Never mind fat ladies thing. It's never over to the Rockies get their last at-bats.
That's right. And the Padres had multiple opportunities to add some runs on. They left some runners on base throughout this ball game. Right now, it's looking like it may come back to haunt them, Ted.
Nolan Arenado, the rookie. Double-doubled in his middle at-bats, 2 for 4, all told, all against Andrew Kashner, who in this ballpark pitched well enough to win, but he's getting a no decision. 7 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. That's a real good one in Coors. 1 gone, stepping off, looking to run it back at second base, Jonathan Herrera. Same time tomorrow, 6:40 Mountain, 5:40 Pacific. Edison Volquez, Jorge De La Rosa, who lost last year with major arm injury. Pitch on the way. There's a strike to get ahead of the right-hand batter. Stoffer, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 strikeouts yesterday. First out of the bullpen behind the rather remarkable Casey Marquis. Maben, so shallow center. Timeout call just before the pitch is being delivered. Same old, same old. Yankees in Seattle with a 6-0 lead. They just keep on rolling. Cano is 15th. Teixeira his 3rd. He came back, had a couple of home runs in the first couple of games of the year. Joe Thatcher, Boxberger warming for the Padres. 5-5, 9th inning. Runner at second, 1 away. The 0-2-1-1 slider is outside. 1-1. As noted, Carlos Gonzalez on deck. Stoffer, 1-1 pitch, line to right field, coming on, blanks, short hopped it. They go to second base. Did he catch it? He caught it. Goes to second base, trying to double him up. What a great shoe top catch. Chris Denorfia, not like Chris Denorfia in right field. A marvelous catch. Herrera just got back, or they would have had the inning-ending double play. What a great defensive play by the San Diego Padres. That was a sinking line drive out for a sinking slider, and coming up the line, Arenado is looking like he's won the ball game. And suddenly coming in with a shoe top catch around just below the knees, Denorfia with a heads up and presence of mind to go to second base with a throw on the run.
Great thing to do is playing in, Ted. Otherwise, that ball lands in front of him. He's able to get a good jump on it, shoestring catch. And out at second base, Herrera, he was creeping, thinking that ball was going to land in front of Denorfia. And so as soon as Dino caught it, he had a chance to double him up. Just couldn't get it there quite in time.
Great play by Chris Denorfia. That's what he does. He just makes plays. He's so underrated, it's absurd. And other teams, other broadcasters just don't see him enough to understand how good he is and how valuable he's become. Buddy Black has gone to the mound to make a pitching change. Back with that. The left-hander, Thatcher against the left-hander, former batting champion, a 3-home run hitter yesterday in Cincinnati. Carlos Gonzalez next when we come back in a tie ball game. 5-5. Runner at second, 2 gone in the bottom of the 9th. This is Padre Baseball. Team on the line here. One of the great hitters in baseball, Carlos Gonzalez. In a 5-5 ball game with a runner at second with blazing speed, Jonathan Herrera. And the only reason it's not over is a sinking line drive to right field that is caught about knee-high by Denorfia to get out number 2 and hold that potential winning run at second base. Gonzalez, number 2 in home runs in the league, number 6 in runs batted in. Here today, Kashner pitched him extremely well. In the 3 spot, he's 0 for 4. Now lefty against the lefty, Thatcher. First pitch, foul back and a big rip at a fastball. Strike 1. Right back off the screen. Jim Rome is back. Back home, that is. Weekdays, 9 to noon here on San Diego Sports Leader, the mighty 1090.
Big first swing on that first fastball. These two have matched up 10 previous times. And 3 times Carlos Gonzalez has gotten Joe Thatcher. 3 times Thatcher has struck out Carlos Gonzalez.
Herrera, big lead off second base here with 2 gone. Bottom of the 9th, the breaking ball. Nasty swing and a miss. Nothing in 2. Slider. Joe's out pitch. Wow.
That's as good a slider as Joe Thatcher can throw. Looked just like a fastball. Same trajectory all the way to about 5 or 6 feet in front of home plate. Then absolutely just took a right turn.
No balls, 2 strikes. Thatcher to the slider again. Who hung it in foul behind the third base dugout in the box seats.
Got away with that one.
Yowza.
Gonzalez gave it a big old long swing, able to get a piece of it. Throw that same one, but about 12 inches lower.
After that one, Nick Hundley goes out to talk to him big time. Understandable.
Well, and Cabby wants to find out also, make sure that they're on the same page with what sign they're using so that he can let the other infielders know which way to sort of cheat as the pitch is coming in.
Giving him a lot of right center field out there with Cameron Maben, medium depth, way to his right in the left center. Outfield shallow, runner at second. And an 0-2 pitch on the way outside, 1-2. 3 straight sliders from Joe Thatcher. Making appearance number 29, ERA, wow, 1.59er. Has not worked the last couple of games. The 1-2, fisted foul back into the second deck, third base. Herrera back to second.
Fastball inside, trying to get him off that slider.
Joe worked last an inning against the Blue Jays on Sunday. The 1-2 pitch in the air to center field and going way back out there. Tracking is Cameron Maben. Oh, he's there all right to make the backhand grab in deep left center field. With the outfield in, Maben able to turn and go out there and make this an extra inning ball game with the Padres early on having themselves a 4-0 lead. Then at 5-3 tied in the 8th inning by Colorado, and this one will go at least to 10. 5-5 ball game. They leave the potential winning run at second thanks to Joe Thatcher and Tim Stauffer. After 9, 5-all, San Diego Sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Petco Park after your Padres take on the Diamondbacks at 7:10. Be sure to stay after the game Saturday, June 15th for Summer Sky.
Sports leader, the mighty 1090.
New pitcher right-hander Matt Belisle, who's become a very solid guy here. Former Cincinnati Red swingman where he was starting and relieving. Now striking relief and very good. For Denver, Colorado, they got some guys who have pitched extremely well into the bullpen, and he is certainly one of them. Making his 29th appearance with a 2.97, and will take over in the 10th inning of this ball game. The big fella, Kyle Blanks, will lead off in the 4 spot, taking over at first base after arriving during the ball game to rejoin the club after they thought they were sending him out yesterday. Didn't turn out to be that way. He takes outside ball 1. 5 game. The right-hander, Belisle. Kyle swinging a miss to the fastball. 1-1.
Fastball, slider, curveball, changeup. Fastball 89 to 91 miles an hour. Usually keeps it down in the zone pretty good. Usually has good command and has been very effective. No runs allowed in his last 9 outings.
Kyle, first at bat of the day, taking strike 1 and 2. Belisle, like Houston Street, born and raised and living still in the capital of Texas, Austin. They signed into a minor league contract in 2009. What a smart signing. Pitch to Kyle, swinging a foul back, just got a piece of it. Came back with a fastball again, 1 and 2. Brothers, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout, 1 wild pitch. Had a chance to get to him, and left runners at second and third. That's been the story of the game, or it would be done in 9, and the Padres would have won. Lack of one more clutch hit. Pitch is fouled at the plate by Kyle.
Nice job to stay alive. Good slider down. Start on the outside corner, breaking down out of the zone. And Kyle just able to get a piece of it. Hoping he gets another opportunity on what he hopes to be a Matt Belisle mistake.
Home run and single Tuesday against the Dodgers. Single his last at bat in the 9th inning against the Dodgers yesterday. Belisle's pitch to him in the dirt. Even up at 2 and 2.
Rosario was so intent on trying to get a fastball up and in right there to Kyle Blanks. Gave the signal. Belisle shook him off. Gave it again. Tapped his chest a little bit as he said, hey, trust me on this one. And Blau still shook him off, went to the slider out of the zone. Now Rosario's going to go have a little chat with him.
And tell him, don't do that.
Don't shake me off, man.
Don't do that. Five runs, 10 hits, and an error for the boys. 5 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors for Colorado. As noted before, the first 6 ball games, all won by Colorado. 3 here and 3 in Petco. First road trip of the year, New York and Denver. Wasn't a good one. Wasn't a good start. Much better now. Pitch on the way to Kyle. Ground ball, third base. 2 is left with the pick there. Arenado. And throw. And out. And 1 gone. Jed Jerko. What do you do for an encore these days? Well, another multi-hit game for him. RBI double single in the middle at bats there against Jordis Chacin. Second time he's seen him in this his rookie year. Home run and sac fly yesterday against the Los Angeles Dodgers. First home run in June. 6 in May. Now a total of 7. Now taken outside. Ball 1. Tenth inning in Denver for game 1. Long 4 days. The 1-0 is in the air to right field. And Kadire is moving back. Just shy of the warning track to make the grab. If you're going to take it the opposite way here, that's a great idea because a little bit more to the left there by those bullpens. It's like a wind tunnel. That ball gets sucked out of here. It's the best place, but not able to do that by the 375 side. Up short. 2 gone. Here is Guzman.
Well, not a bad idea by Jed. As you mentioned, it's got a little bit of a lower part of the outfield over there once you get closer to the 375 sign in the gap. But also, that's where Jed hit a lot of his home runs in the minor leagues. Now, whether that translates here to the big leagues remains to be seen. But he's certainly capable of driving the ball opposite field.
Guzman pinch hitting. Hits in last 3 at-bats yesterday. Double, single, single. Drive it in 2 runs. They had to make the decision. Send down Kyle Blanks. Send down Guzman. They sent down Blanks, but with Yonder going on the DL today, Blanks is right back. And Guzman, first pitch swinging, ground ball to Tulowitzki at short. And the throw, and the inning. 1, 2, 3 in the 10th. 9.5 gone. Colorado, look out. Tulowitzki, Kadire, and Pacheco are coming up next here. 5-5 ball game in Coors in Denver. San Diego sports leader at Padre Baseball on the Mighty 1090.
Tammy has been pulled over. She's searching through her glove box for proof of insurance. Should she A, call an out-of-work superhero with X-ray vision, or
any other way? The simple joy of a la carte only. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the Mighty 1090.
This ball game belongs to Luke Gregerson. Right now, his to win or lose in the bottom of the 10th inning. In Coors Field, you can't make a mistake. The ball goes out, you lose. Can't do it, can't do it. Tulowitzki, Kadire, Pacheco. Right-handers against the right-hander Gregerson in a 5-5 ball game.
Well, Luke coming off for the 28th time. 1.01 earned run average. He's been so tough. Only 1 run allowed in his last, looks like about 23 outings.
Yesterday in the non-save situation, after the boys got 3 in the top of the 9th, they came on to get the lead double to Hanley Ramirez and got 3 straight batters. No save. Game over. 6-2 Padres. Tulowitzki. Muy peligroso, huh?
Yes.
Very much so.
Si, senor.
Very dangerous. Chopper, Luke, backhand on the grass in front of the mound. A shade to the third base side. Long throw, 1 away, 1 pitch in the bottom of the 10th.
Wow, it didn't even go to the slider. He went first pitch sinker on the outside corner. Gets Tulo. Man, that's a heck of a job by the pitching staff today. 0 for 10. Carlos Gonzalez and Troy Tulowitzki, they had 5 home runs between them yesterday.
This club hit 6 home runs in that bandbox in Cincinnati. I always wonder why in this day and age where you have to attract, you got to pitch well to win, you know that. You got to attract free agent pitchers to come. Why you would build bandboxes like that in Cincinnati and Philadelphia, I don't get it. Not to mention Houston, among others. Outside, ball one to Kadire. I think in Houston downtown they had a problem there that there was a street. Crawford Street is right there, and they were kind of limited in terms of space. And, of course, there's the river out there in Cincinnati. I guess I'm no architect or engineer. Something had to be involved in that. Pitch outside, 2-0. Philadelphia, they had the space. And they built the tiny baby size. 2-0 pitch. Slider low. 3-0 to Kadire. Never forget the first time the Padres played there when Larry Bowa was managing the Phillies. Beautiful ballpark. Brand new. I go up to Larry at batting cage. Hey. Someplace, he said, this place is a joke.
All right.
That's Boa. That's his ballpark. This is a joke. Can't pitch here. 3-0. There's the strike. Kadire, RBI double, 1 for 4 in the ball game.
Bo's not holding back, is he?
Never. Big leg kick by the right-hander. It's right in there for a strike. Slider, full count.
Hey, if you like the 3-1, throw 3-2.
And you like the 3-2. Pacheco next. 5-5 in the 10th. 3-2 out in front. Line foul down the left field line. Yep, it was Slider. He was sitting on it big time out in front, though. .640 Mountain, 5:40 Pacific today, and again tomorrow. Gregerson. This might be his all-star year, you know. The 3-2, swing and a miss. 4 straight sliders, and Kadire looked bad on the last one. Strike 3, and 2 gone.
Oh, he saved the best one for last. And the first one was just a get-me-over slider. The next 2 were good. They were hour and a half. And Kadire was able to get a piece of it. That last one, that was vintage Gregerson. Outside corner. I think I can get there. No, you can't.
Luke. Jordan Pacheco, first base for Helton, who's been used as a pinch hitter after starting yesterday. Helton and homering in that 6-home-run affair at Cincinnati in a Great American Bandbox. Pacheco has gone double-singled his last 2 at-bats here today and has scored those 2 runs that were everything in the 6th and 8th, or Padres would have won in 9. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Did not. Not that it left too many, but left enough at 2nd and 3rd to win a ball game. Slider outside, ball 1 to Pacheco.
Ted, you start a petition to change the name of Great American Ballpark?
I'm sure that insurance company would be thrilled to death. Great American Ballpark. The joke in Philadelphia. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Yep, 3 straight to strike out Kadire and 2 straight sliders against Pacheco. 1-1. If there's to the 11th, Padres have the bottom 3rd. Mabin, Hundley, Amarista. Now Luke on a 1-1 pitch. Strike. 1-2. What do you know? Fastball.
I wasn't looking for that.
Light schedule Thursday. Padres are playing after flying in early in the morning, 3:30 local time. On the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, slider, nasty, no, filthy, strike 3. What a job by Gregerson. If he's not on the All-Star team, then Bochy, who knows him well, wasn't paying attention. And believe me, Bochy's paying attention. 1, 2, 3 in the 10th. On to the 11th once again. 5-5 ball game. Padres and Rockies in Denver. San Diego sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Padres fans, what's your favorite moment in a game? A grand slam home run? A diving catch in center field? Maybe an ice cream break? Well, Mission Federal Credit Union can make special moments happen too. Mission Fed Moments. We offer great rates on home and car loans, mobile banking, more than 20 local branches, and ATMs across the nation. A Mission Fed moment is waiting for you. Open an account today at missionfed.com. Mission Federal Credit Union. Your success.
880-138.
XEPRS 1090 AM, Rosarito, Baja California.
Padres baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Padres into the top of the 11. Where have I seen this before? Oh, yeah, the series at home against Toronto. 17 innings in Game 1, 11 innings in Game 3, Friday and Sunday, respectively, on the last homestand. They were marathons. Now here in the 11th in Colorado. Bottom third scheduled against Manuel Corpas. The Panamanian right-hander is on for Colorado. Maben, Hundley, Amarista is that bottom third for Buddy Black's boys.
Corpus fastball, slider, 93 to 94 on the heater. And he uses that slider a lot. It's a good one. Very tough on right-handers.
Cameron Maben back. Base hits the last 2 at-bats. He's driven in 2. He's stolen 2 bases. This is vintage Maben. They need more of it, and regularly the rest of the year. He takes outside for ball 1. Cameron, what do you do for an encore? One of the most exciting players, if not the most exciting player on the club. You missed that big time. Offensively, defensively, running the bases, stealing bags, taking a strike on the slider after the first pitch fastball. Corpas, 6'3", 210, right-hander, 31 years old. Panama City, Panama. 1-1. Line to center field. Eric Young going way back. Reaches up off his glove on the warning track. Run, Cameron, run around second base. Good luck getting him. A parachute that missed the cutoff man. Airmailed him. It would have been anyway. The triple all the way. It is a triple all the way for Cameron Maben. What a re-debut for this incredible young ball player. Wow.
Well, the pitch before that was a good slider down at the knees, and Corpus came back with another slider, left that one up, and Cam does a nice job of just lining it opposite field. And I thought Young had a chance of flagging it down, Ted. It just seemed like it tipped off the very tip of his mitt.
They called it an error. Hey, when you run that long, way back like that, and you're reaching up, that's a terrible, terrible scorer's decision. I know it came out of his glove, but when you're running about 50 feet, and you're at full speed, and you have to reach up like that, that is a triple. They called it an error. That's a horrible decision by the scorer. Whatever. First pitch, floater down to second. Coming in, LeMahieu with a grab right off the grass top on the first pitch, swinging by Nick Hundley. 1 away. E8 leads. And if he'd gone that distance and had the glove, anywhere near the body, near the face, and dropped it, I'd say the same thing. But when you're running full speed and have to reach up on that ball, I'm sorry, I disagree. Alexi Amarista, infield all the way in. 5-5 ball game. This is what's happened all game since the opening double by Cabrera. Got him the third on a ground out, left in there. And it's happened numerous times. All you need is one more. Get it done. Win the game. Corpas delivers. Alexi takes. Low ball 1. They started single. Same thing in the 6th inning. Left a pair. And 2 in the 9th. At 2nd and 3rd. Again then. 1-0 pitch. Slow roller right back to the pitcher. Coming home is Maben on contact. They throw home. They got him. Big gamble. Didn't work. Speed or not. Slow roller about 2/3 of the way to the mound where Corpas comes to Rosario. 2 away.
I would do the same thing, Ted. You got to go on contact gamble in that situation. Absolutely. You got to get that run in one way or another. Even though it's right back to him, you got a fast runner over at third base, going on contact, make them make the play. They did.
One, 2 in the scorebook. 2 gone. Amarista with speed aboard down. The fielder's choice at first base. And here's Everett Cabrera. Right-hander the last time for a base hit, back left-handed here. The double in the first, the single in the 9th. Now in the 11th. Pitch, fastball, strike called.
Oh, how frustrating.
Yes.
Third time tonight they've had a runner on third base with less than 2 outs. Can't get him in.
Rocky 11th is the bottom third. Rosario LeMahieu. Pitcher spot for Corpus. 0-1 to Lexi. Fastball strike to the knees. Nothing at 2. 90 miles an hour. Corpus.
Go ahead, Manny. Hang one of those sliders. Let Cabby pull it down into the right field corner. Let's see Amarista around the bases.
Listen to you. Positive karma. Got it. Channeling.
Have to, Ted.
Corpus began the season at AAA. Just called up. It's his second appearance of the year at the Major League Club. Right-hander against the lefty Amarista. I beg your pardon. Amarista will draw the throw at first against the left-hand hitting Everett Cabrera. When this club gets a lead double or a lead triple, it's like a bad thing. Can't get him home. You know what? We said that how many times last year? But this club is a better hitting lineup, given health, which hasn't happened that often. But not today, not tonight, not here. 0-2 Alexi, checked, outside, close, not good enough. 1-2. Beg your pardon, I say actually one time I smacked myself. Cabrera batting Alexi at first. Five ball game. Corpus working really slowly. That's what he does. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Foul tip, held by Rosario. That was some exciting sequence to start it, and not so much later. No runs, no hits. The error did no damage, such as the error is, and a man left at first base. To the bottom of the 11th, still tied at 5. Padre Baseball, San Diego Sports leader of the mighty 1090.
Tammy has been pulled over. She's searching through her glove box for proof of insurance. Should she A, call an out-of-work superhero with...
That's someone enjoying a refreshing Coca-Cola for only $1. And that's the harmonious flavor of McDonald's and any size icy cold Coca-Cola soft drink or sweet tea for just $1. It's hard to describe it any other way. The simple joy of... On card only. Prices and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
You're listening to Padres Baseball on San Diego's sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Padres and Rockies have been the real tough one, the nemesis all year long. There have been some significant series and losses to this club in Colorado all the way back to 2007, and that's a fact. Cost the Padres a playoff then and been beating them up pretty regularly ever since. The bottom third will bat here in the bottom 11th, and you got Luke Gregerson on the mound. He had not gone 2 innings until last Friday against Toronto in the midst of that 17-inning affair, and now going into a second inning here. Rosario takes a strike. LeMahieu's on deck. Corpus hitter for the pitcher in the 9th spot. Pitched by Luke, a slider down low, 1-1. We're in 1-2-3 in the 10th. Ground out, strikeout. Delivering and a foul back. 1-2.
I like that Luke went with a fastball right there. Went first ball, fastball for a strike. Threw a slider, pretty good one. You know, the normal Luke Gregerson slider that goes out of his own last second. And Rosario didn't even think about swinging at it. If that's the case, probably tells you he's sitting off speed. They came back with another fastball in the outside corner to get ahead.
Right-hander deals on the 1-2 outside. Back to the slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rosario, 2-run home run in the 8th inning to tie the ball game. Off Dale Thayer. 2-out single by Pacheco, and then the home run by Rosario to left field. Tied 5-3 lead gone. After the boys started out with a 4-0 lead today. Pitch way inside. Slider missing 3-2. 3 years ago, Gregerson 40 holds, as in holding the lead. It's a National League record. And he's a better pitcher by far now. LeMahieu, another right-handed batter, on deck. Full windup, 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3, slider, sit down. 3 straight strikeouts, 4 consecutive batters, retired by number 57.
It's so fun to watch opposing batters, even when they think they've got it figured out. Okay, I saw that one. I'm sitting back, slider. I'm going to stay back on this one. He comes back one a little bit better than the previous one and gets him to swing over.
What a pitch.
It's amazing.
LeMahieu has gone with a double and one base hit today. On the other time with an intentional walk. Luke deals. This is the first pitch, ground ball in the hole. Backhand Cabrera on the grass. He'll make the throw, but he'll never get him. One bounce throw taken by Kyle Blanch. An infield single by LeMahieu. How Cabby got there, I don't even know. Had no play whatsoever. Fortunately, didn't throw it away.
No, but you know, when Cabby does that now, you don't really get concerned that he's going to throw it away. He gets the balls you don't even expect him to, and you're thinking to yourself, well, really no play. Why would you even throw it? And there's a lot of shortstops who you don't want them to throw it. But Cabby has really learned how to make controlled efforts across the diamond in situations that he knows he's not going to get hurt with it. If something happens, he happens to get it there, great. If not, he keeps it down low, and no damage will be done.
Infield is in a meeting. They're taking a meeting. But he's out there with them, and they're all around him. Now with a runner at first, the potential winning run and one away. Corpus will bat and sacrifice, one would assume, in the number 9 spot.
Well, if you're wondering, the only backup players that Walt Weiss has left really is Torey Alba, his second catcher. Fowler's still on the bench, but he missed the day because of the migraine-type headache symptoms. Obviously not available.
Corpus in his career is 0 for 7. He is showing sacrifice from the get-go right here in this 11th inning of a 5-5 tie. First pitch fouled at the plate, strike 1. Extra innings, eh? Why not? Boys might be a little tuckered depending on how quickly they got to sleep and how long they were able to do that before, little woodpeckers tapping on the door. Housekeeping. Housekeeping. Go away.
It doesn't matter that you put the do not disturb sign.
No, my favorite is when they call you. I saw your sign, just wanted to know if you want service. What do you think that sign means? You're disturbing me a different way. Corpus squares. Got a bunt down. A dandy, too. Coming off the mound. A grab at the bare hand by Gregerson. Going to first base. Sacrifice. That was some kind of bunt with Jerko on the cover. Sacrifice 1-4 to second base. LeMahieu, not a speed guy. 2 gone. 5-5. Top of the order. Eric Young Jr., who dropped the ball in center field, giving the Padres an opportunity with a runner at third. And nobody out in the top of this 11th. They could not get the run home. The boys in extra innings, after the 2 losses to Toronto, are now 3-2. It's their first extra inning game, by the way, on the road this year. Colorado is 4-6. 4-2 here. 0-4 in extras on the road themselves. But then that's them. They beat you to death at home, and they're just nowhere near. Have never been a good club on the road. Never. Eric Young, 1 for 4 plus a sacrifice the last plate appearance. That was the 9th. This is the 11th. This is Luke Gregerson. First pitch. Low ball 1. Did you start him slider? Yes. LeMahieu leading at second base. Potential winning run. Stepping off Luke and looking him back. Walking him on back there. Second inning for Luke. Giving up just the infield single in the hole there. The backhand by Cabrera at short to his right. 1-0 pitch. This is a strike. This is 1-1. Big day for Cameron Maben being activated after his 9-game performance on the rehab at AAA Tucson. Big day. Couple of hits, couple of ribbies, couple of stolen bases. Been missing that a lot. The 1-1 in the air. Into deep right center field. Long run to Northview. And a long run. Maben with a running grab by Maben. Basket catch. Willie Mays style. Right belt high. Being patted on the back there by Northview. He just saved the ball game. Off the bat scan. Nobody can get that ball. Nobody can go that far to get it. I'm about to wait to see where it drops to win the ball game.
No question, Ted. Not only that, but they had him playing extremely shallow. In fact, the defensive coaches had just called him in a little bit more to make sure that if there was a base hit, they had a shot at getting them run around at home plate. He had a long way to go. I can't believe that he was able to make that catch.
Over the shoulder, basket catch. Say hey, Cameron Maben. Way to go deep. He did. The single, a man left, the winning run left at second base to the 12th inning in Colorado. This is a 5-5 ball game. This is Padre Baseball on the San Diego Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.
Padres fans, what's your favorite moment in a game? A grand slam home run? A diving catch in center field? Maybe an ice cream break? Well, Mission Federal Credit Union can make special...
Call 1-800-610-1000 or visit bayalarm.com today for your free, no-obligation security review. Bay Alarm. What have you got to lose? ACO 28 CCL 880138.
Welcome back to Padres Baseball on San Diego's Sports Leader, the Mighty 1090.
On to the 12th inning here in Denver, Colorado. Deadline about Scanlon. Cameron Maben has saved the ball game after earlier D'Onofrio did the same thing with a running grab out knee high to keep this thing into extra innings. And likewise, Maben to the warning track in right center. Over the shoulder, basket catch, first pitch to Northview. Ground ball. Boy, these guys are first pitch swinging. I'm telling you. Corpas will grab it, flip it over to first, one away in the top of the 12th.
A lot of early easy outs by the Padres the last few innings, but man, getting back to that catch, I still can't believe how much ground he covered. I mean, that would have been a tough catch if he was in regular, just straightaway center field, but given the fact that he had been brought in to play even more shallow, that he was able to run that thing down, make over the shoulder catch, just amazing.
And it was over the shoulder, into the glove, bounced out, hit his stomach, back into the glove. This has got to be the Padres' night when that happens. You drop that ball, it's over. Game over, man. Inside to Chase Headley, ball one. Chase with a single and 5 tries here today. Corpas in his second inning, delivering a strike to the knees. 1-1.
That sure be nice to see Chase Headley bust out and pop the game winner here, huh?
Gotta have it.
He could use it.
If you can't bust out of it in this ballpark, greatest hitting park of all time in Major League Baseball, where are you gonna come out? It's been hitter's heaven since day one in 1995 for the then Blake Street Bombers. 1-1 outside. Fastball followed the slider. 2-1.
Got to hand it to Jeff Nelson, the home plate umpire tonight. He's been a little snug back there in the corners, but he's been consistent with it all night.
5-5. 12th inning. Pitch to Chase, a high fly ball to right field. Kadire going over. He won't get there. He has no wheels whatsoever when it comes to that. Headley is aboard on a multi-hit game. Single in the 4th. Single with 1 gone in the 12th.
Boy, not only does he have no wheels, but because of that, the Rockies have had him playing literally with his heels on the warning track. It's unbelievable. I mean, talk about no doubles. You can't get any further back than that.
Kyle Blanks rejoins the club. His flight arrives at 6:10 tonight at DIA, Denver International. Takes a cab, gets here during the game, and has come into play at first base. Grounded out and was only at bat back in the 10th. If you missed it, Hunter Renfroe. That's the first pick for the Padres. Pick 13 of the first-year draft out of Mississippi State. Mississippi State, best player ever. Will the Thrill Clark, San Francisco Giants. That boy could hit. We'll see about Renfroe. Now Kyle. Now Corpas. First pitch fastball, outside ball 1.
Yeah, you got to get Renfroe signed up and bring him into the fold, Ted.
This club took Jonathan Gray, the Oklahoma right-hander, Oklahoma Sooners. Chris Bryant, USD, third baseman. Second pick, Chicago Cubs. Panamanian right-hander, set on a 1-0. Kyle takes a strike. Cutter. Nice day. Nice night. Long night. We've had several of those of late. 17 innings, 11. Now 12. Now Kyle, a high fly ball to right center field. Eric Young, long run. Can't get there. Rounding and reading it beautifully was the best base runner on this ball club. That's Chase Headley. He will go to third. I'm up here and I can't read it as well as Chase did down there. And this is a much easier angle. Kyle Blank bloops one in the right center field. That big old outfield. Like I said, they got so much ground to cover. Eric Young is an absolute speedster and could not get there based on where they had him played on Kyle Blank's little pop-up off the end of the bat.
Well, not only that, but I think really that's a right fielder's play under normal circumstances. But because Kadire has his heels on the warning track because he's so slow, he can't get there either. And you're absolutely right. That's Chase Headley knowing where the defense is playing, knowing that Kadire is way, way back there, has no chance to get it. Perfect read.
Double in the gap in right center for Kyle, who's busting it out all the way. And Chase going to third. First, now second and third. One away, 5-5. Jed Jerko. Then the pitcher spot, which is Gregerson sixth. And on deck, in case they get there, is Yasmani Grandal, who had a marvelous debut here last year with a home run right-handed and a home run left-handed. That was then. This is now. Infield all the way in.
We've seen this a few times tonight, Ted. Padres so far haven't been able to come through, but I like our chances with Jed up there. But they're going to take the bat out of his hand.
Base on balls, intentional walk ordered by Walt Weiss. First base open. Now to be occupied here shortly.
I don't blame him.
Right-hander against right-hander. They know full well Yasmani will bat left-handed against him. Great game, great baseball. Using all the strategy, pushing all the buttons. And one more clutch hit. The double by Kyle and the preceding single by Chase, that's a hits 11 and 12. Hey, they had 13 hits and 7 runs and lost the ball game Tuesday in Los Angeles. That's unlike them. There is ball forward to Jed Jerko. He had another multi-hit game here today with a double for an RBI and a single in his middle at-bats, 4th and 6th. Yasmani Grandal is back in Denver. Bases loaded and one away. He's been starting most of the games since he came up. He has not pinch hit yet this year after his 50-game suspension by Major League Baseball. 5-5 ball game. 10 runs, 22 hits, 4 errors. Those are the big-time totals here. Headley at third. Blanks at second. Jerko at first. I think I said one gone. It is. But just to reiterate, now Yasmani. Corpus stays from the stretch. First pitch, I knew he'd be swinging. Chopper to third. Backhand by the line. That's a fair ball. Stepping on third. Pacheco goes to first. Not in time. Chase Headley has come home. Arenado made a heck of a play at third base. On to Pacheco. And Walt Weiss is not too thrilled with the call to first base. He's out there right now.
Well, and Glenn Hoffman wasn't too happy with the call over at third base either, so discussions going on at both corners of the infield right now over disputed calls.
Backhand made by Arenado. Race to the bag. Would have been an inning-ending double play if they pick it at first base and called him out. They did not. This first ball swinging, man, this club is infested with it tonight. I would have bet you $1,000 Yasmani was looking for a first pitch fastball. Chopped it over third. And going back, Arenado right by the line. His momentum took him into foul territory. Stepped on the bag. I thought they got a clear force at third. And I haven't seen a good angle yet on the replay at first base. But we will.
Well, the disputed third was that he threw the ball before he touched the base, and that's exactly what happened. He never had the ball in his hand when he touched third base.
I'm telling you, what a miss by Corey Blazer at third.
And he was totally out at first base. Both umpires screwed up both ends of the calls.
And the Padres will benefit from that. Threw the ball a step away from third base before he stepped on it. What a horrible umpiring job that was. But the Padres lead the ball game 6-5. Here's Cameron Maben, the man of the hour. Well, they wouldn't still be playing without his Willie Mays over-the-shoulder basket catch a moment ago to save the game in the bottom of the 11. Now top of the 12th, he takes a strike on the outside corner. Gee whiz. What a pair of umpire decisions those were at the corners. There's another strike. Slider by Corpus, 0-2.
I mean, net, if both umpires had actually made the correct call, you'd still have a run in, so that doesn't change it, but you'd have second and third at this point.
This is with 2 out. Fastball, strike 3 call. Whoa. You figured Cameron, after all that time, would look like that tonight, but he's been fantastic instead. With a couple of hits and a couple of RBIs and a couple of stolen bases and a game-saving catch in center field. Now they need to close it out to make that stand up. 1 run on a couple of hits for the Padres, and they left a couple of runners to the bottom of the 12th. 6-5, San Diego and Denver, Colorado. Extra innings here. San Diego sports leader, the mighty 1090.
Tammy has been pulled over. She's searching through her glove box for proof of insurance. Should she A, call an out-of-work superhero with X-ray vision, or B, use her digital ID card on Geico's mobile app? The correct answer is B. Geico's mobile app can pull up her proof of insurance faster than a superhero. Plus, X-ray vision can get embarrassing quick, and superheroes don't exist. Geico's mobile app is real, free, and available 24/7. It never sleeps.
Geico. Wherever, whenever. Just a click away with our free mobile app.
This is Cynthia Collins of Collins Family Jewelers. One compliment we really love is how low pressure we are. Bill and I have 5 daughters. Yes, that's right, 5 daughters. We've taught them how important it is to live by the golden rule, like Grandpa Collins used to say. Treat others the way you...
1090.
Padres to the bottom of the 12th. After losing their last 2 extra inning games, they've both been at home. 17 Friday night into early Saturday morning and 2 minutes away from a 5-hour ball game. But they won that one. I shouldn't say lose them both. They lost on Sunday, but they won that one. So they split the last 2 extra innings. Now trying to get this one here on the road. And they hand it to the youngster, Brad Boxberger.
Now, Box on for only the 4th time this season. Coming off a rough outing, allowed 3 earned runs in his last effort versus Toronto Blue Jays. And if you're wondering, has he had experience in this situation before? Yeah, he has 20 career minor league saves and had 4 down in Tucson before being called up.
That was his last outing, that Sunday game. Giving it up in the 11th inning in a 7-4 win by Toronto. 2, 3, 4 batters. Colorado, first pitch fastball to Arenado for a strike. Carlos Gonzalez on deck. Tulowitzki to follow. This is not easy.
No.
Bottom of the 12th. 0-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball. 0-2. Marathon. 6 runs, 12 hits. An error for the Padres. 5 runs, 10 hits. 3 errors for Colorado. Fastball fouled away in the second deck on the first base side.
Oof. Got away with that one. Hey, Nick's not had a whole lot of luck inducing his pitchers to get that fastball up with 2 strikes. He's tried to do it a couple of times tonight, and the pitchers just have not been able to elevate it where they need to.
Right-hander winds and deals the 0-2 pitch in the dirt to Arenado, who has had double-double in his middle at-bats against the starter Andrew Kashner, who went 7 hits, 3 earned runs. Usually good enough here or most places to win, but a no decision today. The boys lost a 5-3 lead on Rolin Rosario's 2-run home run off Thayer in the 8th. Blown save. 1-2. Slow roller. First base. Stay in Thayer. Hugging the line. Then it went foul. Literally 89 feet up the line. Mercy.
And those are the scary ones, too. Is right off the end, a pool cue shot. And as it's running down the first base chalk, you don't know if that thing's going to spin back to the left, to the right. You're just trying to corral it. And unfortunately, it just went foul last minute.
This would be Boxberger's first save of his career. In 12 big ones, man. Gregerson would win. Corpus would be the loser. If. Arenado on the 1-2. Laid off the slider outside. 2-2.
to find a way to put him away, Box.
Southern California Trojan. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Change up. Got him. One away. 12th inning.
Good downward tilt on that changeup. Good arm speed. Arenado was seeing fastball the whole way and just bottom dropped out of it last second. Nice changeup. And that's the pitch that he'd gotten away from a little bit. The Padres had said, hey, we want you to get your slider better. And so he was working on the slider, but got away from the changeup a little too much and said, hey, don't forget what your bread and butter is. He's gone back to it, and it's been effective.
Colorado winning 4 of their last 5 ball games. Beating up on the Reds yesterday in Cincinnati with a half a dozen home runs. It was like they were home at Coors. And won at 12-4 here at 6-5 Padres. Pitches outside ball 1 to the left-hand hitting. Gonzalez tried him out with a first pitch changeup. Gregerson, 2 innings, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Very, very Gregerson-like. Boxberger's pitch, swing and a miss. Change. 1-1. They're very anxious late in games. We saw that against the great changeup artist Trevor Hoffman. They'd be jumping out of their shoes.
Yep.
Right-hander deals on the 1-1. Got in on him. Good fastball. Foul back out of play. He's got a legitimate fastball, no question.
Oh, he does. And when he complements it with the changeup, it's a great combination. He did a nice job right there of coming in hard enough on the hands of Gonzalez to speed up his bat. Now he's giving himself a little bit more room to go back to that changeup away if he wants to.
Boxberger came out of USC in 2010. His father played ball there and came out 1978. There's a ground ball. Oh, to stop by Jerko. To his left, to the grass. Up, throws, and got him. More and more, better and better, just like Yonder's progression from offense to defense, and the defense getting better and better last season. We're seeing it now with Jay Jerko making all the plays. 2 away and an out away from winning the ball game. Troy Tulowitzki. In the Dodger game, Yasiel Puig has hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 8th to put the Dodgers up 5-0 over Atlanta. Unbelievable rookie. Strike to Tulowitzki, who is hitless on the day. 0 for 5. 6-5 Padres. 2 out, nobody on in the bottom of the 12th. Brad Boxberger, 6'2", 220, delivering outside, 1-1. The Oregon with their Here We Go Rockies. Here we go. Place pretty quiet, though, considering the 1-1 low and outside. Again, off speed. And 2-1 on the changeup.
Well, all night long, the Padres have been able to keep Tulowitzki under control by going down and away. They've stayed down there with fastballs and sliders. And I would imagine they're going to try to do the same thing here with some Boxberger fastballs and changeups.
Did not face Tulowitzki, the rookie last year. The 2-1 pitch is low, 3-1. Kadire, another right-handed batter, is on deck. Boxberger, 24 games in his call-up season last year. A .260, did a very nice job. Back for the second time from AAA Tucson. 2 out, nobody on. The 3-1 pitch, taking a fastball. Strike call. Full count. Outfield straight up. Infield back, of course, with 2 gone. Strikeout of Arenado and the ground out. Nice play to his left by Jerko on Carlos Gonzalez. Payoff pitch. Did not get the call. Rookies don't. It's outside, ball 4. And not much outside.
Yeah, I think Nick a little frustrated with himself right there because it was borderline right at the knees. Nick was going to try to frame it and pull it up a little bit, and just he dropped it last second, and obviously at that point can't get the call.
Kadire in the 5 spot with 1 hit, an RBI double back in the 4th inning when the Padres had a 4-0 lead. Then in the bottom half, he got them on the board at 4-1. They had another run in the 5th to go 4-2. Both teams scored in that 6th inning. 5-2 Padres to 5-3, and then the 2-run home run by Rosario off Thayer in the 8th, or probably still not playing. That tied it at 5. Now it's 6-5 Padres, scoring in the top of this 12th. On the ground out by Yasmani Grandal. Outside, ball 1 to Kadire.
This guy's been dangerous for the Padres to face as well, and usually he's hurt them on pitches inside that he's inside outing, but tonight they've stayed down and away.
Boxberger set. Pitch is fouled back out of play. Second deck on the first base side. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out. Kyle Blanks holding on against Tulowitzki. Not a fast guy at first base. He's a big guy, but not a fast guy. And no, he hadn't stolen a bag or tried to all year long. That's not his game. 4-game series trying to win game 1. 1-1 Boxberger. A little bit low. 2-1. His fastballs are at 91. Has used change, not slider, but much more change. Maurice to left, Maben center, DeNorfia right. Straight up and deep. Here's the 2-1. Low and outside. That was the slider. Working himself into a jam here. 3 balls and a strike after the walk to Tulowitzki. Jordan Pacheco, the first baseman, is on deck. Boxberger, pitch, swing and a miss. Ooh, in, great location. Change up.
Dyer sitting dead red right there. Boxberger throwing a great changeup tonight. Great arm speed, good late downward action.
24-year-old right-handed trying to get his first major league save. 3-2 pitch. Lifted foul with the runner moving on the first base side. In the lower box seat.
That was close. He came back with the changeup again. This one about 6 or 7 inches higher than the previous one. Kadire got a good swing on it. Just fouled it off.
Kadire, since his double in that 4th, ground out to short, ground out to short, and a strikeout in the 10th against Mr. Gregerson on the filthy slider. Tulowitzki again will be running on the 3-2, 6-5 Padres. He does. The pitch is a ground ball on the left side. Chase Headley, backhand grab and throw, and this ball game belongs to the San Diego Padres. Gone across the bag there. Kadire takes a big spill, a header, hits the dirt. Kyle Blanks has the baseball, and Gregerson's got himself a win. And the Padres, for the first time this year, have defeated the Colorado Rockies. A 3-game sweep by the Rockies here and also in Petco. And now the Padres win it, and win it big time. Had to struggle, left runners on, couldn't get the key hits, but got it done. Did you win the game? That's all that matters, and they did. 6-5 in 12. Back with the details in a moment from Coors Field in Denver. Padre baseball by 6-5. San Diego sports leader. This is the Mighty 1090.
Padres fans, what's your favorite moment in a game?
Quite a night, quite a ball game. And it's become not the Dodgers, not the Diamondbacks. It's the Rockies who've been the nemesis of the boys, sweeping both those series earlier this year. The first one, the boys settled in New York, came in here and got swept on that back end of the first road trip of the year, the first week of baseball. And then the Rockies come to Petco, do the same thing. It's getting a little tiring, and they finally put a stop to it today. They had to go 12 innings to do so, but so what? They had an early 4-0 lead, could not get it done. It's Coors Field. You can't have enough runs. And finally, that 5-3 lead went away on a 2-run home run by the catcher, Willeen Rosario, in the 8th inning. Then they go on and get Gregerson for 2. Brad Boxberger comes on in extra innings for the second consecutive time in back-to-back outings. Could not get the job done in the 11th against Toronto last Sunday. By God, he got the job done here today, going back on that horse and getting it done with a strikeout, ground out, a walk to put the tying run on with the 6-5 lead and get a tough Michael Kadire to ground out to third base to end the ball game. That is Brad Boxberger's first major league save. Brad is with us here today. Brad, congratulations, man. That was some kind of ball game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Man, when you're out there, I thought to get Arenado was really big, large. And in terms of how you pitched him, would you review that at bat? Because you got him to get out number 1 on the strikeout to start the inning.
Yeah, I was just trying to go out there and get the first guy.
USC boy, 24-year-old right-hander, had a hard time against Toronto, getting right back out there in extra innings, and like anything, a fly ball, you've seen it here. He could have easily blown it, did not. Saved on the defense earlier by DeNorfia and Wright with a running catch, or the Rockies win, saved by the over-the-shoulder Willie Mays basket job there by Cameron they were just talking about in center field, and the Padres hold on to win the ball game. These are the rather large totals for San Diego. 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, 10 left. Colorado, 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 errors, 9 left. Gregerson the winner, 4-2. Korpas the loser, 0-1. Mentioned Boxberger's first save, 29,840 in a 12-inning ball game that took 4 hours and 4 minutes. They'll do this again with the same time tomorrow. I don't know if the boys are jet lagged after getting in at 3:30 in the morning at the airport, let alone the hotel about 4:30, and their luggage about 5:30. But they really hung in there to win a ball game. Edinson Volquez, Jorge De La Rosa, who is 7-3 with a 3.10, missed last year. He is tough. That is tomorrow, 6:40 Mountain, 5:40 Pacific. I'm Ted Leitner for Bob Scanlon, alongside me with Andy Mazer, Jerry Coleman, as always, our producer Dave Marcus, and Ted Mendenhall at the 1090 studios with John Quintera and Cy himself, Randy Jones, coming up next. This one, Padres 6-5-12, winning game one of the 4-game series and beating Colorado for the first time this year. So long, good night from the Coors Field in Denver on the San Diego Padres Radio Network.